What's up, everyone? We're back again with man, the myth, legend, Hebrew Hammer.
Hey guys, how you doing?
We're
We're
doing,
excited. We got another round going today. Let's see what
yeah,
we can learn.
we're doing another hand history review. Last stream, a couple weeks ago, we did a hand history review of Ross's WSOP circuit win. Um, and today we're going to be doing a review of one of my big scores. I hit an 18K score for second place on WSOP, 100K Sunday Major 2 weeks ago. Actually, on the same day we did the study stream, so maybe that was good karma. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I thought that was pretty interesting, huh?
Yeah, that was funny. And you've been doing. I know you had your big score, a couple big scores, Russ, but you've been doing fairly well.
Yeah.
After
So the
that as
day
well.
after you, I think I had another score for 9K on ACR. So I think that study stream really helped everybody. It was pretty good result.
Yeah, yeah. So
Absolutely. So maybe we'll make it happen again. I don't know. We got a Sunday coming. It's a pretty big Sunday, so I think it
yeah,
would be nice to get a little momentum, right?
yeah, we have a big Sunday in Jersey. We have this circuit, 18 events every night. We also have Regattas doing a series, and then tonight, tomorrow is gonna be there. It's 100K, right, Ross?
Yeah, it's going to be a very expensive day. So hopefully we'll make some deep runs. It'll be cool.
Yeah.
See what we can do. All right, let's see about this. What do you got first?
All right. So just for these you just joining in, we're gonna be reviewing WSOP Sunday Majors, $320 buy-in, 100K guaranteed tournament. I believe they blew past the guarantee for this tournament. Actually, I have the stats
Always
up
do.
here.
Yep.
100. The prize pool is 120,000, so about 20% more than the prize pool.
Nice.
I ended up coming second place for a little over $18,000. So there's a lot of interesting spots. So I thought this would be a good one, just a review. And Ross has been kind enough to join and stream, and I think
It's good value for us for sure.
we have a lot of nice constructive dialogue back and forth. So I think it works out nice.
Oh yeah.
All
Let's
right,
see what we got.
let's jump right into
Set up
it.
the
All right,
stream
so
there.
this is the start of the tournament. Not the best starting table. We got a few
Nah.
regs here that we're familiar with.
Yeah, we talked about this earlier. It was like, man, I think it's amazing you final tabled this when they started you off on freaking Murderers Row here for New Jersey guys.
Yeah, wasn't the best tables, but I think that they moved me like instantly. So I think I
Oh, that's good.
played like 10 hands and they moved me. So it wasn't so
Oh,
bad.
there you go. All right, so now you got Hags.
But now it's another tough table.
Yeah, Hags and Ryan LaPlante. Yeah, very tough.
And Tony, yeah.
Yeah, Tony does. Yeah.
All right, so
Who
let's
is Saquon Fang? Who is that?
I don't think I know him. Just I got notes on him, but I don't know who he is.
Huh, fair enough. I don't think I've ever played with him. I don't know him.
This guy's pretty good stat
Yeah.
wise.
Yeah, I know him. He's good.
Um,
Yeah, he should be
okay.
red tag.
Yeah, orange tag is a good tag.
That's a good tag too. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's see it.
All right, so this hand, we about starting stack. Very early in the tournament, we have Ace King off, undergun +1. We open up, obviously, get called by undergun +2, and we see a 3-bet from undergun +3 or middle position. Ross, what do you do here?
You could probably go either way for this one. I'm okay with just a call, especially if I don't have any idea who that guy is. If you do 4-bet it, I would do like 3,200 or so and see what he does. But because we're very, very early, I would probably call.
Hey, Kratos, good to see you, man. Yeah. I think you go either way with this hand. If it was suited, I lean towards calling a little bit more because there's more
Yeah,
playability post flop out of
more
position.
playability.
But
Yes,
being out of
that's true.
position, and plus I didn't want to go 3 ways into this pot. I think if I just fly here, this guy's gonna get a very good price to call, and I have to go out of
Yep.
position 3 ways with Ace King off, which isn't the best. Mainly because any flop we see, me and Joker are gonna check mostly like 100% of the time, 100% of the
100% of
time.
your range. Yep.
He's gonna bet, and then I have to make a decision without knowing what Joker has. Like I need to
Right.
get
He's in
any more
position too.
information. So
Yeah.
he's in a good position because I'm sandwiched between him and a pre-flop aggressor. I'm in a bad position because I'm in the middle of the sandwich, if you will.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think
It's not
that
a
plays
great
a
spot.
factor into it.
Yeah. I'm okay with a 4-bet here for sure.
Yeah. So I do four bet. Let's see what the size in.
31, 32.
So I can go.
Uh,
I don't now that I think about it, I don't really like the size. I wish I would have gone a little bit more. I think
I
like
would
the
have gone a little
perfect.
bigger. Yeah.
I think the perfect size would be a little under 3K or right around 3K.
I agree with that number. Yep, 100%. It looks real strong, and like he still has a little bit of fold equity there too, so you can have some bluffs. I would have like ace five suited here sometimes too. Not very often, but sometimes you have to balance it a little bit. But yeah, I would go a little bigger than that. Yeah.
All right, so we put the four bet in, and you get a flat.
Yeah, not a great result when he flats.
Hey Henry, good to see you. We are live, by the way, guys. No delay, so feel free to ask questions real time. We'll do our best to answer them. All right,
I have a
Ross.
question.
Yep.
I have a question. So what do you do if if he five pet rips you there? I guess you just have to call off,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Never
Especially because you're
fold.
in the rebuy hour. You're never folding.
Yeah,
Yeah,
never
especially
fold.
because he's an unknown. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. Yep.
If he was
Yep.
like a no, I don't think I ever fold. Especially when I don't mind rebuying, you know.
Yeah, especially if you're in rebuy hour. I was
Yeah.
gonna say. I mean, I guess if you're outside of rebuy hour and he's like a really really tight reg, you can think about it. But
Yeah, but like
yeah,
ICM
it's not a good
implications
spot
too.
though.
No, it's not a good spot, but
Uh,
all right, as is. All right. So on this flop, as the preflop aggressive being a four better, what do you do?
Obviously, you have to check 100% of these flops. Yeah, because he's. All right, fair enough. That's not a bad thing, but I mean, if he calls, I don't know that you're gonna be jamming a whole lot of turns unless I guess unless you turn an ace or a king, right? I guess maybe a queen, but that doesn't feel like a great card either.
If I was
Uh,
if I was a three better, like let's say I don't know,
oh, you four bet pre. That's
I
right.
three bet
Yeah, yeah,
small blind versus open, I would check here. But as a four better, I think
yeah.
I
You four
have to
bet. Yeah,
see bet because I think if I don't see bet, my hand is a little capped.
yeah. It's pretty capped and face up. I agree. I don't know like what hands you're expecting him to fold for that though. Maybe pocket sevens, maybe pocket eights, I guess, right?
Yeah,
I think
and
that's
everything else like
probably it.
deep.
Yeah, because he flatted your four bet. I mean, he doesn't have ace queen here, right?
I
There's
kind of
no
wish I
way.
went a little smaller, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, because your stack to pot is gonna be real
yeah,
awkward on the turn, right?
yeah. I think he just
All right,
folds
so
though. Oh no, he calls. Wow.
yeah,
I just rip it here. I'm pretty
yeah.
sure. And then I pick up a gut shot. I still have two overs. I just rip it. He
It's a very
calls.
dicey. It's a very
Yeah,
dicey card for sure.
yeah.
I don't know about that one. I think that's a really, really, really bad run out for your
Face
range
game.
versus his range. But I mean, it worked out, you know.
Yeah, I would have liked to see a smaller bet for me on flop for sure.
Yeah, because then you can have a larger shove on the turn there for sure. It looks
Yeah.
better. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so
Okay.
not the best. We won, which is good, but not the best like hand I
Yeah,
played.
it's not a great. That's not a great run out for yeah for that spot at all. Definitely not the turn you wanted to see, but it worked out. You know.
Yeah.
What else you got? Look at Ryan LaPlante already up to 40K. Wow.
Oh, me and him. Oh no, me and Tony get into flop pots.
I don't like playing against Tony very much. He's very, very good.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Yeah, I agree.
All right, where are you at?
Here we go.
Well, 18K.
All right, so we have 18K. Pretty sure. Well, let's see what the big one is. 400. So I've been pretty inactive. Just
Yeah.
haven't got shit.
What can
um,
you do?
but we have Jack 10 suited, middle position, very easy open.
Easy open, yep.
We open into Tony's big blind. He calls. Great flop.
Okay.
What do you do here when he checks to you?
You could probably go either way on here. I probably would make a small bet here because I would like a small bet here with all my bluffs as well.
Yeah, me too.
So I would go like 800, 850 or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I go about like just that. Yeah, like in the
Fine.
600.
It's not something I'm expecting him to do very often there for
No,
sure.
not in this dry flop. I mean, this is we're just smiling
I
at this
mean,
point, right?
yeah,
Just
I
easy
mean,
call.
I guess he can have a couple random small twos in his range here too as bluffs, but yeah, like you can't fold. You just have to call and see what the turn brings, see what he does.
Kratos, I agree with that last hand. In fact, that was a 4 bet. Was the reason I did see that. So I agree with your statement.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
All
So you
right.
call.
It's an interesting turn. If I have
Yeah.
this is what do you think about this turn? Let's talk about it for a second from his perspective.
Yeah, I mean, if he has like a random 2 here, he's obviously all done with the hand, right? Um,
Now
but if he
I
has a
think
jack, he's gonna also check this turn too, because you're gonna do that for most of your range if you're check raising that flop from the big blind, right? Because it looks, like you have a jack or you have a 2.
how's
I
the
would
how does it look like this ace interacts with my range when I call his
I don't
check
think it helps
raise?
you very much. I really don't.
It's a good
Um,
scare card, right?
I don't think it's really that scary because how many ace kings, ace queens are you gonna have here, really, right?
No, no, no.
Because he check raised the flop, but
I'm thinking from his perspective, he could
yeah,
see
no,
the
no, his
ace as a
perspective.
scare card to me.
Oh,
So
for you, yeah,
I
yeah,
have the kings, I have the queens, I have the tens.
yeah. No, it's an interesting spot for sure. I won't pretend that I'm on the same level as Tony here. I'm not quite sure exactly what he ranges you at there, but I don't think an ace is a very scary card for him.
What do you think of So he checks to me.
Yeah,
What do
I
you?
would also check.
Yeah, because if I had kings, queens,
I
tens,
would also check.
nines
Yeah.
to be
I
balanced.
mean, the only thing that oh god, the only thing I hate on the river is going to be another ace, of course. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, this just kind of sucks. I guess you just have to call because he has a lot of smaller jacks
Oh,
too, right?
I'm happy calling here. The way
Yeah.
when I check turn, I think I open myself up, be bluffed a lot.
Yeah, no, especially because you played it so slow in the turn. I think you just have to call. I don't
Yeah,
think it's
and that was my intention to be honest with you. I
yeah,
figured if I have kings, queens, nines, tens in a spot, this is kind of a shitty
I think
spot, right?
yeah, I think you just fold those, but
You would
I
fold.
think
That
your hand is way
that's
too
what
strong.
Tony's achieving here. He's getting me to fold most of my range here, especially
Yeah.
when most players. I don't think he knows like who I am, if I'm good or bad or not. But I believe the majority of the population would bet a jack on turn when he checks, right?
Yeah, this is a very interesting spot. I think he probably has you on like maybe eights, maybe nines, tens, queens, something like that.
Yeah,
I think, right? So he
yeah.
wants a call from those hands, but I don't. It's weird when he overbet shoves river for sure. I'm not gonna feel like
It's polarized.
it's a snap call fist flop. It's
It's
polarized.
either
Yeah.
air or full house, I guess.
I
Or
can't think of a lot of air that he has though. That's why it's kind of a weird spot. So okay, he did have total air,
so I was.
but
I think
I
the
don't know
king.
why he checked turn with that hand. I would have loved that turn if I had queen 10.
I think he was looking to check raise.
He was gonna, yeah, he was gonna ship it. I'm sure if you bet turn,
Yeah,
but yeah,
that
yeah.
was his
Wow,
strategy there.
that's interesting from Tony. Wow, yeah, he didn't. He's got a lot of money. Let's put it like that. So that's a nice double up for sure. That was a nice little gift. Okay, what else we got?
I'm not sure if this is a big hand or not. Let's see.
That's an interesting spot though. That's a good one for discussion.
Yeah, definitely. All right, open ace king of hearts. Get
Okay.
called by small one and the big blind.
Tony with the 5 bigs. He's just gonna flick it in there. Look at him.
You like my
Yep.
sizing here?
Yep. I think it's good. I would go around 130. Makes it real easy for you. Yep. Easy peasy. Not really much to Not really much to say about that one. That's perfect.
Here's the one that I lost. Let's see what happened.
Let's see. I agree with Kratox. Yeah, it really sucks when you have the kings and queens in that hand for sure. It doesn't feel great, but I think you still.
All right, I mean
That's a tough spot.
this is just standard. I could
Oh
fold
yeah.
shove. Your standard to 10 bigs. He's definitely shoving his hand. I'm obviously calling. It's just the cooler.
Hags, look how good you run.
Oh, here we go. When I won.
All right. Ryan, 97K. How'd you get that? Wow.
He's
Heaps.
crushing.
Yeah, he's crushing.
All right, it's just a call.
Another one? Yeah, you just got to rejam. Yep, easy flip. Got to win your flips, right, in order to win those tournaments?
Yeah, absolutely.
Very important. I'm very proud of you for winning that one. They're very hard to do.
Thank you, Ross. I appreciate
Yeah.
it. You instilled confidence into me.
Skillfully ripped that gut shot on the turn. Love to see it. What's this one?
King 8 suited, you open here on the gun +2?
I would.
Yeah. A little bit on the
It's a
looser
hard
end.
table, but I think you can. I think it's fine.
Definitely a little bit on the looser end. But I think it's
Yes,
fine.
I think it's fine too. Yeah.
Ah, just
Oh,
flies through.
wow, Ryan didn't defend against you with 100K. That's respect. Must have been really bad. Let's see. Hello.
Alright, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, this is a nice spot.
What do you do?
I would do 63, 6600 ish. I think is good.
Yeah, too deep to jam, right? I have what, like 35 bigs, 36 bigs?
I mean, it's not horrible. I think it's fine to do that too. I would see if you can induce this guy though. I don't know who he
No,
is. I think he's a
I
little bit
have
of a
more than that.
spasma.
I have over 40 bigs. Never mind.
Yeah, I think it's a lot. I would probably go 6400 or so. I think is a good number.
Definitely a raise though. You agree, right? Very easy.
You got to squeeze it, especially out of position. I would go a little bit larger too. Yeah, yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Yep, that's good. Yep, that's good. That's a nice result for sure, especially when they all fold,
yeah.
right? Good.
Well, definitely love that result.
Sometimes you have a bluff there, right?
Yeah,
Sometimes.
like ace-5 suited or like
Yeah.
king-queen off.
King queen or yeah. Those are good bluff spots. 9/10 suited. Yeah. I think
it's
you call
fine.
it.
He's short. I don't like 3-bet, especially the big blind.
No, especially because he only has 24 bigs there, so it's not really a good spot to 3-bet bluff. The only concern I have is, the big blind is very short, so if he rips it there, I think you have to fold still. But
yeah, I have to fold if the small blind's
yeah.
after me.
Well, yeah, if he puts in chips too, yeah. Okay.
What do you do? It checks to me.
I would probably bet like 1/3 pot here. I think it's okay to also check because obviously if you turn a flush, you're very well disguised as well. I would probably see bet this though.
I think this is where what type of flush draw comes into play. If I had like ace-5 of spades, I'd like check
You
a
can
little
bet it.
more because I have a little bit more
Yeah.
showdown value with ace high. But when I have 10
Yeah, because you want to
high,
generate some fold equity. Yeah.
I mean, sorry, 10 high. I think Ben Small's good.
I think you want to see if you can, because if they both fold, that's like such a win. It's it's perfect.
Yeah.
That's so nice. It's no fight, right? You don't even have to hit your hand. That's nice. I like that spot. That's good. It's a good instruction spot too. I 100% agree with your rationale there. I think if I had like ace-5 of spades there, I would check because you're so well disguised and you're gonna hit the nuts when you turn it. So yeah, it's good. Who's Yoga Prince?
Just someone I had notes on. The blues.
He's
like,
blue.
Blues is like the opposite of like.
I got you.
Yeah.
Oh, the Bunzer is there. Oh, not for long. Okay. Damn, we're speeding through this thing.
Yeah, I know. It went by quick. This structure in general is not for something major. It's like a normal structure.
Yeah. Okay.
All right,
Yeah,
so we
you could
defend
call.
ace-5 off. I think that's standard. Horrible flop.
Yep.
What do you do?
Fold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No reason.
Not really any reason to go crazy. He doesn't have many chips either. He's not folding. Yeah. All right. So now we're a little short now all of a sudden, right?
Yeah, I guess just been blind out. We haven't really won many hands besides the ones I showed you.
Yeah. Now where are we at here? 34K and
yeah, Kraox, I agree. That's
what a
definitely
big
a
blind.
bet with the 10 high.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, ace king off.
All
We're
right.
in the hijack. We open. We get called.
He can even open shove it too. Yeah.
No, more than I have. Oh wait, I have what 17 bigs.
You can open shove it fine. Yeah. I'm sure it's going to be a good shove. Yeah.
I don't know. I like opening. I like.
It's fine.
Yeah, I don't mind
Totally
playing
fine.
post flop.
That's 100% fine, except now you got to play a pot out of position with ace king off with only 15 bigs. It's not easy.
Yeah.
I would probably check this flop.
I think that's what I do.
I would check call a small bet on this flop.
Before I show you what he does, I just want to
Yeah.
tell you my notes on him.
Yeah, I think that's important for this hand.
Yeah, I have him pegged as a crazy, like maniac, the type of players that if you don't show aggression, you're showing weakness, they'll
Yep.
become real aggro and try to take down pots. I actually
Yeah.
had a note on him that this really helped me. Uses pot size flop bets in position as bluffs.
Okay.
That's interesting,
That's
right?
interesting.
That's an
Hard
interesting
to play
note.
against though if you only have a gut shot for sure.
Yeah, and he goes pot.
I don't know if if my discussion is gonna make sense then if your read is your read, right? I don't know if you just decided here to
I
go with this
think,
one.
oh yeah, let's be clear here. Oh, first off, let's talk about his bet sizing. What do we think
Uh,
about his bet sizing?
it's horrible.
It's
It doesn't matter
horrible.
what he has. It's absolutely awful.
Yeah,
If you
so
have ace queen, it's horrible. If you have the 9-10, it's awful. I mean, it doesn't matter what you have. It's
so this
awful.
this hand like bothered me a lot. I actually did a little study on this hand.
Yeah. What'd you find?
Let's can we run the math on this one?
Sure.
All right. What do you think of his range? I'm using Flopzilla, by the way, guys.
He probably has all flush draws. He has all straight draws. He has all queens. He has
No,
all
no.
jacks.
Let's start one step at a time. What do you
Okay.
think of his pre-flop range? Calling the three bet, calling the open from
Oh,
calling
please. Well, I saw you said he's extremely loose, so I would give him like
everything, right? Yeah.
yeah, like 50-60% of hands then, right?
Well, he's three betting aces, kings, queens, jacks still.
Sure.
Ace, king, ace, queen, most likely. King,
You can
queen.
take those out.
I'll add king, queen back to his range.
Yeah, you
Um,
have to. Yeah.
add all these suited hands. Something like this, Ross.
I would probably have him on a uh, a little bit of a wider range, especially after your read. I would I would give him a whole another row if I was you, but yeah, I think that's good.
Something
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah, I think that's probably good.
All right. Flop is queen of diamonds, three diamonds, jack of clubs. All right. Do you think he does this with sets? Pot size bet.
He's supposed to if this is how he plays all of his shit, right? But I I don't know. I doubt it.
I doubt it too. I
Uh,
do think he does this with two pair. If he has like
yeah,
queen three or queen jack, I definitely,
yeah, it's a wet board, right? Yeah,
yeah. So I'll leave two pairs in his range.
over
I
pairs.
well he does
I mean, he never has over pairs.
no.
Yeah, all the top
Top
pairs,
pair.
all middle
I
pairs.
don't know if he does this with top pair. What do you think? I think he
I
just makes
would
a
say
normal pot.
probably. It's a
Yeah.
very wet board for sure. I would say, especially off of your read on him, I would say sure.
I don't think he does it with middle pair or weak or bottom pair though. I
Okay,
think he definitely does it with
open
flush
ended.
drawers, open and straight drawers,
Maybe gut shots too.
gut shots,
I
and
would
then
give
the
him gut
combo
shots.
drawers I got all in here. So let's just
Yeah,
run this range here, and then I have what I have a king of
you have
spade.
ace king without a diamond too. It sucks you don't have a diamond, but well,
It's
no, it's
actually
not bad
better
actually.
the
It's actually
fact that I
better.
don't have a
Yeah,
diamond.
yeah, it's actually better because
So
he has
check
a lot more
this
flush
out.
draws.
Check this out.
Yeah.
I've it's a coin flip, but I'm a hair favorite, and then the pot odds I'm getting is amazing, right? Assuming he doesn't fold, right? Because he's
No,
betting,
he's never folding.
he's never
Yeah.
folding, and assuming, let's say I'm dead on with my read, right?
Right.
Um, and then hey, since let's can we factor this in? The fact that I have him marked as kind of a maniac, can we add
Yeah.
like another 5% in my favor of total air, like with stuff that we can't even envision?
Yeah, it seems like he could do that. Yeah.
So if I add a little more, percentage because that, like this makes it clear like shove,
Wow.
um, which is kind of crazy, right?
Yeah, it doesn't feel great.
Doesn't feel great, but I think this particular player,
With a
I
slight
don't
edge.
think
Yeah.
shoving
Yeah.
is a bad play because I think my ace is live. I think my king's live. A queen, I mean a ten is obviously great. And hey, I might have the best hand. He might have 9-10 suited. He might have king 10. Um,
Right.
so I end up shoving, and he actually just folds. So, which is crazy to me.
You guys, you gotta
He
play
had
online
total
poker.
air.
You gotta play online poker. It's not dead. I promise.
Yeah,
That's.
so I thought this is a tough spot, man. I didn't like this spot was definitely tough. I really didn't like folding because I knew I had a lot of equity in
That's
the hand.
crazy.
And in my head, if I'm at least a coin flip, a little worse than a coin flip, this shove is profitable.
Slightly, right? Slight edge.
Well, no. Pot odds wise, it's profitable. Assuming he's calling, right? I'm risking 30K to win a pot of 30 plus. We'll do the math real quick. I always like doing the math.
I think it's very close. Yeah.
It's crazy he folded, but let's say he never folds.
I wouldn't think he would ever fold.
I'm risking 30 to win a pot of 30 plus 30, so 60 plus 13 is 73, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I have to be good 41% of the time. So
right. So you're supposed to be good.
If I'm a coin flip, then it's plus.
Yeah. So you're pushing a small edge there. Yep.
Yeah.
I think it's all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel great.
It doesn't feel great now, but I just I don't know. I want to talk to you about that hand because I thought that was kind of a really nice spot.
I would probably have check folded immediately.
Now you know what's weird?
The fact that you worked that spot is cool though.
If it was someone else.
Oh yeah, of course.
And
if it
he
was
bets
anybody
like a
reasonable.
normal size in, like 60% pot, 70% pot. I would just check fold actually, especially because I have no back.
I wouldn't even give it a second thought. Yeah. Yep.
But versus him, it was a little. I don't know.
The only thing is that you block King 9, you block King 10 too, so that kind of hurts you a little bit as well there. Yeah. Because he has all those, right? He's supposed to have all those if this is how he plays. But yeah, all right, it's tough spot.
Yeah, this is an interesting one. All right, here we go. All right, so in the big blind with
Crazy Legs. I know Crazy Legs. And Bexel. Wow. Jeez.
Oh, looks like some good power specs. All right, so with King Deuce of Diamonds, we defend.
Yep.
Good. Great flop for us. We have top pair with some a great backdoor equity, right? Backdoor straight draw, backdoor diamond.
Very nice.
We check. Yep. He bets real small.
Call. I don't think he's ever folding any kings if you check jam, is he?
No, I block a king though, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just versus Bexel, I feel like so often if I don't check raise here, and we're gonna see a turn and it's gonna go check so often. I really don't want to see two cards. I don't know. I think I actually check raise. Yeah. I don't know. What do you think? It's probably.
I don't love it because I don't think he folds any hands that you beat. He's never folding any king there. I don't think he's he probably calls with like queens and jacks of streets, so you get a little value there from those hands, but that's about it. Yeah. And if he has a flush draw too, but those are the only value hands that those are the only hands that I think he's calling you with there. And then if he calls and the turn is like an 8 or 9, you're stacked the pot ratio. I think you have to shove the turn usually, right? And then you're just gonna be a real bad shit.
If it's like a 9 of spades, I would check fold.
Why would you check fold?
If he shoves, like assuming he shoves.
So this is a bluff then.
Well, first off, in turn, I'm setting up stacks right now. This bet is intention to shove turn. So my intention here is to shove on any 5, any ace, any diamond, and obviously any hands that make my hand better. Another king, another 2 would be great.
Right, king or 2, yeah.
So I have a lot of good turns. So I'm setting up this shove on these turns. If it's like a 9 of spades, I'm 100% checking. And I'm assuming he would jam a hand like ace, king, can deny equity against club drawers and open and straight drawers. If he checks back, great. And I still have king. But if he jams, I'm folding. So I don't know. This bet's kind of one.
Very dicey.
It denies equity.
It does. Yeah.
It is a value bet at this point.
Okay. I just want to. Yeah. I just wanted to clarify that's a value bet. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, I think it's fine. I think we play that hand very differently there.
This hand, I want to be the aggressor on. I want
Okay.
to shove turns, right? And I think so
Right.
often, like if it's like a 5 of diamonds turn, it's just gonna go check check, and then like the ace of
Yeah.
clubs is gonna pop up, and like
Yeah.
I mean that's
And
the
then you're
extreme
on.
example, but I'm just saying I'm letting him see equity when I just call a small bet. If he bet bigger, I would definitely just call, but the fact he bet so small, I wanna get my stack in on a good turn.
Yeah, I think when you say though, you're trying to, how do I want to say this? When you say you're trying to uh, deny equity there, I don't know that he has a whole lot of equity there. I think he either has you beat or he doesn't have you beat on that flop. Occasionally he has, he has a flush draw there sometimes, right? So that's good, but I don't know that you're truly
I have to worry about equity denial.
denying a lot of equity. Yeah, because I don't think he has much equity
Yeah, I
if
guess
he's
the
not ahead.
only that yeah, I guess to just be charging
I don't know if I'm
escrow.
explaining that right, but I think this is like a way ahead, way behind situation.
Yeah. All right, that's probably. I don't know. I thought it was an interesting spot.
It is an interesting spot. I think we played very differently for sure. I don't know that I adequately explained it, but I mean, he either has you there or he doesn't have you there. He occasionally has a flush draw, and that's it, really.
Yeah, I like the fact that he can never really re-raise me.
No, he's never. He's
Because
never going to shove that flop. No,
no,
never.
because I have all the king fours, all king threes, I have all
Mm-hmm.
pocket fours, I have pocket threes. All right, let's move on.
And if he has aces there, he's just going to call, and then
Yeah.
he's just going to call turn, and that's it. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Yeah. What's this one? Oh, hi.
What do you think of this flat?
See how many big blinds do you have?
About 15.
50. Yeah, 15. I think it's okay against like an unknown player. I think if he were a reg, he would know exactly what you're doing. So this is like an exploit play to me for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
I think the reason why I did this, I was targeting more the big blind. I think I saw him squeeze jam a lot, and I
Okay.
felt there was a decent probability, like if he had any pair, for example, he would check jam. Maybe hands as weak as like ace jack, maybe.
Okay.
Oh, I
Yeah,
mean, no,
I think that's fine to
I
rip
mean,
there. Yeah.
I mean squeeze jam.
Yeah, for squeezing. Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
fine.
And I like the fact
And
that
then
the
you got
position.
another guy next to you there too, who has a very
Yeah,
very
and he has a
squeezable
low
stack as
stack too.
well.
And this guy, I don't know if you play with him, but
He's aggressive.
he's very aggro too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So based on
Yeah, I think
that,
it's a good spot.
I think it's a good spot to flat.
Yeah, I don't hate it. Yeah, it looks good. Oh, hello.
Nice flop. I mean,
You just
you doing
call.
anything else but call here?
Nah, there's no reason to. You're not afraid of anything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Um,
That's great.
it's
Great card.
awesome. Again, I think just a call. Yeah, that's what I
I mean,
do.
he's gonna fire every barrel at you here. You just have to click the button, right?
You know?
That's it. Easy peasy. Yeah.
And obviously hard draw got there, but you can't worry about that. If
Nah,
you jam
that's
turn,
a small part of his
he's
range.
never folding a hard draw anyway.
Nah, you shouldn't be in this. Shouldn't be in this event if you're gonna fold that river. Yeah.
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 So that was a nice spot. And if I three bet shove pre-flop, he was 100% gonna fold.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. You're 100% correct. Yep.
Yeah.
So and then you got such a nice turn card there. Because
Yeah,
he was
but
gonna give up on turn, right? So
yeah, he barrel. He just c bet, standard c bet flop.
yeah,
And then he
nice.
value bet turn. Yep, that was nice.
He was gonna give up there for sure if he didn't hit. Yep. And now you have 100, so now this is a pretty good stack now. You're in a very good spot.
I think it's
115.
just me just opening and taking on pot. Let's see. Oh no, I'm
Good.
big blind here.
Jack 10. Oh, great. That's always nice. What do you do if he shoved there on you for 35K? It's close.
With what? Last hand?
The other hand that you just had. Yeah.
Fuck.
That's a tough spot. You should run that one and check it because I think that's very
Versus
close.
Vinny?
I would probably fold, but it's close. Because you don't want him to double. That's just not a good situation for you either. It's close.
What's big blind right now? 2,500.
3,500, isn't it? He has only 10 bigs, I
Yeah, I
think.
think
Let's
it's
see.
a call of 10 bigs. I don't know. It's kind of not. You know what?
Yeah, 10 bigs.
I would fold actually.
Got to
I,
look at your charts for this one for sure. It's
yeah,
close.
it's
I would
definitely close.
call Queen Jack there.
You know what it is? A lot. Some portion of his jamming range has you dominated, which is horrible, right?
Absolutely.
And you're
But
showing
sometimes
all
he has
his.
the Jack 9 suited and the Jack 8 suited,
He
right?
does
He's
have
supposed to.
those, yeah. But still, I don't know. I don't like that's. I don't know.
Doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
I would run that spot though for sure. I think
Yeah.
it's very close. And he knows his ranges really well. You know that.
Yeah, he does. He's gonna pretty much play perfect. I would
He'll
think.
play perfect. That's yep. He will. 2K, 4K, 8K, good. Nice. It's nice when they make it like just really easy for you to keep chipping up, right? They don't even fight you on it. It's so fun. Just continue to raise and take it. Love it.
All right.
I would call, yeah.
We defend a big blind flop.
Horrible 3-bet spot. Horrible. Some people 3-bet there. Horrible spot. Don't ever do it.
Yeah, not from the big blind.
No, your hand has way too much playability. Don't let your equity on fire there, because you could have him absolutely dominated there. Some people like 3-bets, and that's a bad spot to 3-bet.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Yeah, and that's an unbelievable flop. Great.
So we check from aggressor. I believe he just checks back.
I want him to bet there so bad. It's such a good hand to check raise against an aggressive opponent.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he did check. So now the fact that when check on flop, I think we have easy bet, right, on turn. With top kicker.
I would go around 11 or 12. Yep, that's fine.
Yep, and then we have a ton of bluffs in our range, like any six stacks,
all the sixes. Yeah.
So this is nice. We also have some heart drawers, right?
We got all the 2-pair combos too that he doesn't have as well.
Yeah, just a horrible.
It's very balanced
for his range relative to my range.
It's a nice spot for you either way.
Yeah. So he calls.
Nice. I would go really big there. I would go almost. I would go full pot almost for this one, because he's gonna have a lot of 8s and 9s and 7s and stuff like that here.
I mean, this is a pretty big bet.
It is, yeah.
It's like 65%, I believe.
Yeah, no, I think it's fine. Absolutely.
What are you trying to So you're trying to get called by
I would do the same.
9s, 8s, 7s. I agree.
6s.
100%. Yeah, I agree. These hands definitely call. But if I go much bigger, do these hands call? Do I even
I think it's the same. I think it's the same if you go 65 or 80% pot, right?
Do you think he ever calls me ace high with this bet? All right, what do you think is the difference with ace high calls? Do you think if I bet 1/3 pot, I call ace high?
Yeah,
I agree. If I bet 65% pot, does he call ace high?
Probably not.
I think he might. And then if I go 90% pot or 85% pot, he's definitely not calling ace high, but he would call those pairs. So I guess I chose this size in because I was still want to call by a wider range.
Kind of split the difference in between those hands. Exactly. That's fine. Yeah, no, I think it's fair. He's gonna call a lot of the times here, especially when he calls turn.
Because he does have 9s, 8s, 7s, 6s in his range, but these aren't that many combos of hands.
Absolutely.
Relative to all the other things I'm trying to call ace high. And let's not forget he did have some weak 10s in his range too, which is call.
He's got 8-10, he's got 9-10, he's got the Jack 10, Queen 10 too. Yep, so absolutely.
I go 65. He calls. I think he
nice.
He has 9s.
Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah. So. Okay, so here's the question. On that river, what do you do if he rips it on you when you bet 65% pot? That's a spot. Because he's capable there. I know he is.
If he has one. Right?
Yeah, I don't think I would call.
Especially when I block the 10. What am I afraid of? Pocket 3s? Pocket 4s?
Just the 3s and the 5s are really essentially for value, right? He has aces and kings as well sometimes there. Although I would expect probably flop bet most of the time, right? He can be tricky though. I know Crazy Legs. He's a very good player. I don't know. I think it's just an interesting spot to think about, because sometimes he's going to do that, and then you really have a very tough spot.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
I mean, he doesn't really have a lot of flush draws in his range, right? Because you have the ace of hearts. So I think him ripping that river would be such a vomit spot. I would have to sit and use my whole time bank and really think it over. It would be close.
You're right. That would be tough.
I'm just thinking hypothetical sense.
Yeah. No, you're right. It's important that we think about stuff like that. And in general,
no, you'll face that. Yeah. Sometimes you will face that spot.
Yeah, whenever you bet, you should have a game plan if he does decide to like the jam. You
Yeah.
should have that.
I think
So
if he rips, I think I would probably have to find a call. Just because I know he's very, very capable of bluffing that spot. There's a lot of players who are not, and if you see it, if you see it from an unknown player, then it's a very standard fold, right? It's very, very player dependent for who you know
yeah.
is capable. It just sucks to have the ace of hearts block there.
Kratos, I agree with the threes, the fives, the tens, even though there's like one combo of tens. I don't agree with aces and kings. I think he would flat bet through his hands.
I think he would probably most of the time. I think there's a very small percentage of those times he will check that flop. He is capable.
That's
I'm
fucking
100.
tough then, yeah. If he
Yeah,
has
he
ace
makes.
of kings,
He's
then
gonna balance very well. He's a good player.
all right. Let's keep moving on.
That's a nice result. That's well played. I like it. Very good hand. 167 now.
All right, the famous ace jack. All right, what do you think of this call? Where's hags? Shove
I
about
would
10
fold.
bigs. A little risky, right?
I would fold. Yeah,
And
it's a
the
tough spot.
main reason you fold is because everyone after you, right? Obviously, you're
Yeah.
ahead of his range.
Yep. 100%. I would fold unless I was probably the smaller big blind. I would probably call from those spots.
Yeah.
Uh, if you had ace jack suited, it's a little easier to call. I still don't really love this spot though.
Yeah, it's a little risky for sure.
I would fold, especially because you have such a nice stack. You gotta try to preserve that stack. I mean, you could lose like 1/4 your stack here. That's a lot.
Yeah, and then obviously the reason I'm calling is if I get if blocked
Easy
or
fold.
yeah, I have easy fold. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I balance this by calling with aces. Obviously, aces kings I
Oh,
call.
100%. You have to call those monsters too. Yeah. So nice when they just have like, if they have like a couple good hands behind you and you just have aces there. Oh, such a nice spot.
Yeah. So
All
standard
right,
shove by
1960.
Hag, a
Yeah.
questionable fold by me.
Worked out. Take it.
Yeah.
Nice. GG Hags. Oh, you got my old nemesis next to you.
Who's that? Shadow? Oh,
No,
Gladius.
Gladius. He beat me heads up for the bracelet.
That's
Fucker.
right. I forgot about that.
That's that's Alan Gehring. He's a legend. I've never seen a human being run so good in one event as Alan Gehring on that day. My God. I'm not bitter about it
I
at all.
know
It's
you
okay.
texted me. I remember you. Oh my god. That's
I'm not bitter.
don't worry. You get it this year. We have a whole month of bracelet events again.
I feel good. I feel good.
Well,
It's
how
okay.
did I get in here? What just
It's okay. I'll
happened?
let it go. Oh God, wait a minute.
Oh, it was just
He's
open.
short.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, he's
short.
short.
He shoved, but less than two bigs, and I
Yeah,
just
you call.
defended. Yep.
Yep.
So I check. He checks.
Good. I like a bet. Yeah.
I bet. I think pot was a little. It's 35. I think I bet a little more here.
Fine with it.
Pot.
Fine with that size. Yeah. Nice. Good.
So,
Hold. Yep. Good. You got him. You busted him. Let's go. Why couldn't I do that? He coolered me like
that's for
five
you,
times.
Ross. That
He
was for
coolered me
you.
like 5 times in the final two tables. It was the sickest thing ever. All right, ace is nice.
All right.
Nice.
So
You go 4x there. Good. Yeah.
I think I went 3.5.
Did you? Where's the blind? I don't even remember.
Wait, hold on, hold on.
Oh, 6,000. Yeah. No, that's perfect.
Yeah, three
Nice.
and a
Good.
half small bars, big blind.
That's a really good size. Love it.
Yeah, I think he's gonna call me wide.
Very wide. Oh, I would bet turn every time. I would go like half pot turn for sure, so you can set up stacks on river.
You know what this is? I agree with you, by the
He's
way.
not bluffing that turn. He's not gonna bluff that turn. I promise you.
This is a
Not good for
play.
his range.
You don't think so? I kind of forgot what happened in this hand, so I'm not sure. But I think he would bet turn. That's why I check turn because it's such a scary card. You know, it's so many
It's like
times.
4-5 or 4-6, right? I guess those are the hands,
Yeah,
but
hey, even like hands like like the gut shots with the with backdoor, backdoor spades, backdoor diamonds, backdoor clubs. I think he has. And these
yeah,
are
four
bet
five.
now.
Yeah, all right, that's fair. I don't need it.
And I
Okay.
don't think he has much showdown value, right? I
Unless he
block
has a
all the ace.
7, he's
I
feeling pretty
block
good.
all the ace X hands. He could have a seven, definitely. But I think he has way more of his, gut shot straight draw combos or, backdoor flush draw combos. Remember, I
Fair
bet
enough.
small and flop. It's not like he could flow me really wide. So he
No,
does
yeah, he
check.
is.
So
He's uncapped on the flop for sure. I
yeah.
think he could have
So
anything on the flop. Yeah.
yeah.
River, I would go for like half pot on river.
I believe that's what I do. Oh no, I check.
Oh no, you
Why
got
would
him
I
to
do that?
bet. I would check. I would check raise this all day then.
You
Oh
know what it
no.
is? You know what it is?
Yeah.
I don't think he ever has a king here because he
No, he
would have.
never has a three, right? Never.
We can have a three. Why can't he have a three?
Oh, you don't think he's gonna fire small on that turn if he has a three? He wants
No,
to get stacks in. There.
no. You
I
can't.
like a check raise on that river because you check for the turn end river. I think
Well,
it's
what are you
very
trying
well
to get called
disguised.
by?
King 10, king queen, king jack.
He doesn't have a king. There's no way he checks a king on turn.
I
Remember, we check
I
check
think
on
it's
turn.
reasonable. He's gonna float you a lot on that flop. I think it's
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it's reasonable for him to have a lot
He
of kings.
definitely can have a king on flop, but you
Yeah.
think he really checks the turn with a king? I highly doubt it.
Sometimes I think it's well disguised. I don't think it's very standard. I think he has it occasionally, but I like a check raise, very small because you're gonna get value from every small king that he has. Yeah, all right, so fair enough. You got him to bluff, which is great.
Yeah, that was my goal
Yeah.
with this hand. So,
Yeah. You're like, come on, just put some chips in on the Turner River. Something. Come on.
and look, I mean, look how wide he called me. Two. Actually, this is fine
Yeah.
as a call, but I'm just saying he has so many
No, he's
random
he's
hands in his
very
range.
yeah, he's uncapped on the flop, and that's why I said it because I know the player too. He doesn't have much of a fold button, so I think it's fine because you want him to shovel some chips in, and he shoveled some chips in on the river, so that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think a river check raise is very interesting, especially if you make it very small. If he bet 27 and you go 65 or something, and then he rips, you have an easy fold. But I think you're getting some value, and it looks very fishy, very very fishy. I think it's a fun spot. I'm not doing it often. I'm not saying I'm doing
Yeah.
it often.
Well,
I just think
you're being
he's a fun player to do it against.
exploitative. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. And he's the one who I would do it against too, because he's one of those that's like hyper aggro. Sometimes they get in their own head. He's making a move, blah blah blah. He's the type of player I would do it against. Interesting spot though, for sure.
Yeah.
Wow, now you have heaps. Great.
It's so interesting how me and you play so different.
I like it. It's fun. That's why these are fun.
I might just take this down while open. Let's see.
More than one way to skin a cat.
That's right. Yeah.
I like it, Mr. Kratos. I like it. 325. All right. I would say you're probably pretty close to the money now, I think, right? Or you're in the money for sure. I would say you're probably in the money with 7K big blind.
Yeah, probably in the money.
I don't remember the bubble. I think the bubble must have went by very quickly and we missed it. That's okay.
Nah, I don't think we're in the bubble. Cause I remember I was a bully, so it would be a lot of hands I won in a row.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Let's see.
All right, we open.
You have an
Easy
easy
call,
call.
right? Yeah.
Yep. Got to win it. That's all.
Just win flip. Hit the
Not
ace.
today, Grubs. Not today. It's the wrong day.
I think we're might be in the very close to bubble right now.
It's got to be with 8K big, right? Has to
Yeah.
be pretty close. Call. Yeah. Like a small bet. Yep.
Oh, sorry, I'm way too quick. Yeah, I mean
The only question is, do you bet river small or not? I think you can.
All right, so you agree with my flop call? You agree with my flop bet?
Yeah, it's great. I love it.
No, you
I would go like 24K on this river.
Yeah, I definitely like a bet too. I'll be mad if I end up checking this. Yeah, wow.
Sometimes nice, good.
We think alike, Ross. It's something.
Sometimes we do. Yeah.
Yeah, so we go for value.
Yeah, he'll call with some.
Yeah, I
I think
think
he'll
it
call with
calls
some
pretty
sixes.
wide. My bet's so small. I agree.
Yeah,
But unfortunately for us, he just folds. But
that's
I think it
okay.
would
We have a
definitely
lot
be
of
a mistake
chips.
to check river.
Sometimes, like, in the moment you're like, oh, thank God we got to river, and you just hit it, so quickly just to be done with it. But you got to think about those spots because he's going to pay you off with some hands on that river, definitely.
Yeah, I definitely think we're like hand for hand right now because I normally.
Okay. Jack three
Well, I would
suited.
open this. This is fine.
Yep,
I just
I would
sucks
too.
it sucks when Red Sox shoves into me.
Yeah, I think you just have to. Well, obviously you have to get in now. Yep,
Yeah, it
that's fine.
just sucks.
He's gonna laugh at you, but it's fine.
um,
Check.
so we lose
Darn.
that.
Yeah, no big deal. How does he wake up with such a good hand there? That's so annoying. Red Sox Nets.
All right, so
Yeah, I think
you
that's.
okay with this flat, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't enjoy anything else very much at all.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you're super deep. It's fine. Nice.
Nice flop. Some top
I
pair
would
with
bet if he checks
speculation.
it. Yeah,
Yeah, I think we have a
perfect.
standard bet.
Perfect. Yeah,
Just fold.
easy. I mean, if he calls, it kind of makes it a little more interesting. The fact that he just folds right away, that's a dream. That's great. Love it.
Okay.
You chose this one as your.
We're definitely like hand for hand right now.
Yep,
What do you think of his three bet
it's
bluff?
fine.
Yep.
I think it's fine. I would go a little larger, but it's fine. Yep. Well, it's nice to hit that.
Yep. Yep. What do you do?
Yeah. See now
It's a little
you have an
different.
interesting spot because now you have to decide: are we going to play it for stacks or not? Here is that your goal?
We never
And I
get
think it is.
stacks in reverse like hands like pocket pairs worse than the king, obviously.
No,
And then the stronger kings, I guess he could have king queen, which beats me. We would be value betting into that. Ace king.
I hate to bet fold this though. That'd be so
Yeah.
ugly,
I think I'm gonna
because you use
say I
this as a
check
bluff.
here. No,
I
you
would check.
bet.
I would check. Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
that's fine.
If I played this hand right now, I think I would check. Only
I like a
because.
check better because you're gonna keep in so many worse hands.
Yeah. I know what my thinking was though. Um, Definitely it's a wet board. You agree with that, right?
Right, and you're abusing the bubble a little.
I didn't want him to. There's a lot of bad turns for me. Obviously, ace is horrible. Um, a nine would be particularly bad, even though I block jack
Blackjack 10.
10.
Yeah.
Um, and
There's not a lot of terrible turns, right? There's a couple.
well, I mean, any club is bad too. Any diamond, even though I block diamonds, any diamond's bad, right?
Mm-hmm. I like a check
Jeff,
though.
what's
I
up,
like it
man?
so much better. You keep a smaller pot because this way, I mean, if he calls, then you probably have to play for
And
stacks,
you know
even if
what?
it's like a really
Another
good
thing
turn.
is, I don't think he's be jamming here with drawers, only because I think we're
No,
almost positive with hand to hand right now.
no, he's gonna call with a lot of his
Yeah.
range though.
So
Yeah,
I
that's
could
just gonna
yeah
make it tough to play. It's just gonna make it really hard for you to play a lot of turns though, because I think you're gonna end up having to get stacks in if he calls flop.
yeah because you make the pot bigger on flop. Yeah.
So if he calls there and the turn is like the three of hearts, and then he checks to you,
I
and you
check.
have like 1.5x the pot, I guess you just have to check, right?
Yeah, because he still has like king queen in his range, for example.
Yeah.
And
It just
even
makes
some
it really hard
sets.
to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I have to be about river. I'm most likely
Yeah,
will
you'll have
call
to
a
though.
jam on river.
Yeah. Yep. I think you do. It's just not. It doesn't feel great. It's one of those another ones that doesn't feel great because the pot
Yeah.
is already so big and swollen. Oh, what's up, Jeff?
Good to see you, Jeff. Thanks for the sub, man. Hope you're doing well. All right, so we open ace three suited. All right, we're definitely in the money now. We're probably like final three tables. I remember the final three tables got paid in this tournament. Well, yeah, actually, I can
Yeah.
check on the top.
Look at the spin up here from Red Sox Nets. Wow, he had like three bigs. Remember that? Look at him go.
Oh yeah, yeah. So top.
Impressive.
I just looked it up, guys. Top 26 get paid in this tournament, so pretty much the top three, the final three tables. So I'm almost positive we're in the money now, and this is final three tables.
Okay.
All right, so we open these three hearts. Big blind defense. Great flop for us. He checks. What we do?
I would go like 2/3 here.
It's about way.
Fine. About half.
Yeah, I go a little bit smaller, only because I block hearts and I'm trying to get called by wide range, right? I wouldn't mind getting called here, even though it's a bluff, right? But it's not the worst.
I like it a little bigger. That's fair.
All right. All right, with ace
Nice.
jack of diamonds, we open, take it down.
That's fair.
We
Oh, you got
lost.
um what's his name? Rikishi too is also a good player.
Oh, is he?
He's solid. Yep. Very good.
All right.
That's a good color. Yep. No, that's an easy spot. Oh wow. Wow. Yeah, it's unavoidable. Look at Darren having the nines there. Must be nice. Oh.
Oh, you
Hell of
got
a
loving.
spin,
You got
Dan.
loving going against ace king though.
No, that's a hell of a spin by Dan. That's impressive. Wow.
Yeah, no, it's not fun having him to my left either.
No, not a great spot for him. I would probably start to play a little tighter, yep, because
Maybe
he's going to
fold,
start to
right?
make you miserable. He's going to start to make you miserable because you got all those very small stacks and him,
Well,
right? So
I
he's going to be
mean,
able to exploit you a
even
little
though
bit.
he's gonna be fucking, doing a three bet me wide cut first button, I obviously still open king queen off.
No, of course, and he's not going to have any two here. He obviously has a good hand, right?
Yeah,
There's
and
no
I
way.
just have to
Yeah.
fold. Like I'm
Yep.
just tied
No, it
up
just
here.
sucks. I think you just have to make your ranges a little bit more snug with the stack sizes
Yeah.
now. No, of course you open king queen. Yeah, definitely. Ace
All right.
queen too. Yeah.
Ace queen off. Now if he three bet me here in this
You could probably
spot,
get it in there.
yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel comfortable getting it in there. Definitely. Oh, 1.4 million. That's a lot.
All right, so we might. Oh, we have the final table right now.
Final two or final table?
I tell you right now. Um, I think it's the final
Avocado toast
table.
hanging in there.
All right, guys, this is the final table.
This is
So
it. Cool.
before that was his last two tables. This is the final table. I'm just looking at the stats here. Let me pull this up so everyone sees. All right, so obviously, spoiler here. I came in second. But as you guys can see, the pay jump. That's what I want you guys to look at, and I'll put it on the side. So
There's pay jumps are so bad.
yeah, like it's crazy these pay jumps. So ICM is
uh,
huge here.
yeah,
So
you got to try to win. There's no
so
way
right
around it.
now, 9 players. One person got eliminated. Did we skip a hand? No, we went into the final. Oh no, 1, 2, 3, 4,
It's
5,
nine.
6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, but I don't know why the root player does this. So it's
Yeah.
nine-handed. As you guys can see, there's big pay jumps, right? I mean, 9 to 8 is about $900. Then 8 to 7. Like $1,500 roughly. So as you see, these big pay jumps, and buying $320. So relative to the
Yep.
buy-in, these are definitely big pay jumps. And as you can see, the top three. Look at this.
Second to
Like,
first is massive pay jump. Yeah.
yeah, I mean this spread is just nuts. The only thing
Yep.
that's not kind of crazy, the fourth to thirds kind of makes sense, I
Reasonable.
guess.
Yep.
But
Yep.
like third to eight is second. Like 8K is a lot of
8K.
fucking money. And then obviously second to first is a big fucking jump too. Like
Yeah,
so
13K more.
ICM is very big. So as far as our position, let's do like
You're like right in the middle of the pack.
how can I?
Oh, so you have a couple like really small stacks too, so you have to be careful. You have to let them. They have to bust first. There's no way around it. They're
Yeah.
really short.
So I'm
You got
kind
a couple
of
guys with 80K.
I'm definitely in a interesting spot here.
He has one of those final tables. I would just play real straightforward until there's like 5 left.
Yeah, so it's not good that Red Sox has a big stack to our left because we know he knows how to use this
No,
stack.
and the other guy's got 1.4 million on your left too. So
Yeah, and then yeah,
you're pretty handcuffed.
we're in a horrible spot in this final table. I like
Yeah.
the actually it's an okay lineup. We got two very good regs.
Yep.
And then I know Crazy Lights is pretty good. This guy,
It's good.
it was unknown to me at the time,
He's good too. Yep.
so it's not the best final table, but it's all right. We'll
Not
do
the
our
worst.
best.
Absolutely.
All right, so A7 off, fold obviously.
I would actually probably open that one there.
I can't though because I guarantee you I'm getting three bet wide by Red Sox
He's gonna three
and
bet
the
you.
Chuckies.
He's gonna
'Cause
three bet you
look,
wide.
look
I
at
think it's a fine fold.
look at
Yeah. All
Avocado
right.
Toast with fucking his big blind's 20K, right? So he has three
Yeah.
bigs. I play super
Yep.
passive.
No, I mean, I would love to get all in with those two stacks, though, is what I'm saying. There with ace seven, if he folds and they decide, this is my hand, then that's a great spot. Ace seven is a big favorite over them. I think it's close, but yeah, I think it's fair to fold.
Yeah,
Yeah, because you would love to get all in with those little stacks, right?
Yeah, but I with him,
he might abuse you a little bit. Yeah,
yeah,
that's fair.
I can't.
No, I think it worked out. That's fine. I like that you listened to me and you significantly tightened your range there. I love it.
Oh well, I mean, this is yeah, like a nit in this spot, I guess.
Okay,
He
check
won the hand,
seven.
by the way, so we're still 9-handed.
Yeah, not great.
This is a two. All right, what do you do? This is a
I
fold
would
for you,
fold.
right?
I would fold. I don't think you have enough there.
Yeah,
It doesn't have any playability at all.
has
I
no
think it's a fine fold.
playability, and no matter what, I'm going to showdown because
Yeah.
avocado toast is pretty much he's all in, right?
Yeah, he's all in. I would just
So
fold. Yep.
I don't want to. Yeah, it's not a good hand to go to showdown with, obviously. So
No, I think it's a very fine fold. Yep. Like it. And he has a huge hand, right? Ace
yeah.
10 is. He was kind of trapping with it, right? So.
Yep.
And now you still didn't lose a player, which is really annoying. So the two short stacks have both doubled up in the first two hands, which is,
Yeah, not the
I mean,
best.
it's like a disaster start. Oh, what happened? We lost somebody.
Oh, sorry. I guess it's
Oh,
right
yeah,
here.
it's the avocado toast. Let's see. I always like to see all of the bust out
No,
hands
I think
because
it's
they're fun
important.
discussion.
It kind of
Yeah.
shows you
Yep.
the dynamic, and we could talk about their hands too. So he pretty much
Yeah, he goes
shoves.
all in. Yep.
We have
All right.
all. This is
So
all
what
in,
do they
all
got?
in.
Yep.
A7,
He's
which is
7 and
fine.
6.
Sixes is fine. Both standard.
Yeah, he wins the flip, right? Yep.
Both very standard.
All right, so you get the pay jump. That's nice.
Yeah. So now it's handed. We locked up $4,300. All right. What do you think of folding King Jack here?
How many
25K
people
big
behind him?
blind.
Yeah, no, I think it's a good fold.
I think
I hate the spot. It's I think you can make a case there for opening, but I think it would be an absolute disaster if one of those guys decided to put chips in at all. So I think
Yeah,
it's a
and
fair
I'm gonna
fold.
try to show more hands because Chucky's is
Yeah.
he's no stranger to three betting too. Obviously very
Is he? I don't know.
Yeah, you're gonna see he's gonna be kind of a maniac type style, like very aggro, which
The thorn in your side. Yeah.
yeah, especially when he's two to my left. But
Yeah. I think
yeah,
fold is fine there.
I think
I
a
think
fold
it.
is fine. It's definitely borderline, but when you
Yeah.
add ICM, I think it's okay to fold.
I would open the king queen for sure.
The main thing is I'm looking at like it sucks. Yeah, I have about 15 bigs right now, and this guy has like 9 bigs, right? So it's not like
Yeah. Some people are actually shoving that spot too, which I think is a disaster.
yeah, I
ICM
don't
wise.
like shoving. I think my stack depth is still good enough not to be
Mm-hmm.
shoving here.
No, it's a very short final table either way, so you have to be careful with your
Here,
all-ins for sure.
Kratos, pay jumps right here. I like in this corner. Sorry, actually, what's a better way of doing this? I guess you just have to deal.
You can see it in the corner. You can see it.
Yeah,
You can
so
see
this
it.
is the
It's
pay
fair.
jumps. Yeah, it's I'm trying to keep it up though because it's very important. Obviously you guys see the pay jumps, but yeah, so we've locked up $4,300 right now. All right, so yeah, I just want to talk about that. We decided to fold, and mainly obviously because I
That's a
see.
good discussion hand for sure, because some people are going to see that like, oh, I got a good hand, got to go all in, right? Because you only 15 bigs, but that's not what you want to do there.
Yeah, so this looks like it's a big hand that I wasn't involved in. Let's see what happened here. So easy fold 9-7 suited.
Wow, whoa, wait. This is good for discussion right away, because he's opening here for more than 4x, right?
Yes. Oh my god, I'm glad you brought that up because
That's.
you're
I
gonna
mean, I
see
think you just
this.
have to red tag him right away, because nobody who's good is going to be doing that. So you just know
Yeah,
right
this
away that
is
he's
this is a
kind of a donk, right?
horrible open.
Yeah.
If you really are strong, if you have aces, kings, ace, king, don't open like this, right? Because you got to call off. You make people fold. And if
He
you
has a
bluff
guy
in
there for
here,
600K there. That's, I mean,
if
he thinks, oh, because I have the whole table covered, which is fine. However, you got a guy for 630K there. So if he rips on you, it's like an absolute disaster.
yeah, so
You know?
this is don't do this at the final table. Yeah, this is why I green tagged him, and you're gonna see
50K accomplishes the same.
this is a common occurrence at this final table, and we're gonna
Yeah,
have some real interesting discussion points coming up because of this.
nice. Yeah, because I mean, he can open here to 50K and it accomplishes exactly the same thing. There's a couple short stacks, so if they shove, they shove. It doesn't make sense for him to go this big at all.
Yeah. So specialist call is pretty much all in. I don't see him ever folding here. It's kind of a weird call though. You might
I mean, I think it's fine there. Yeah, he's kind of
as well know.
trapping him, and he got unlucky,
So he
right? It
raises
sucks, but
4x pre-flop. You obviously applying ICM pressure, but as wide as king six off. So
I actually
me,
like the call from Special K there, trapping. I like it.
it's just unfortunate the guy
Yeah.
flops trips, right?
What can you do? Yep.
I think it's very important though this hand with the showdown because a player like me, player like Red Sox,
You
probably
guys are
this
gonna
guy
notice
here, we're
that.
all gonna see this, and
Yeah.
even with ICM, if I have a hand that I think is well ahead of his open range, I'm gonna be jamming and collecting and
Yeah,
cleaning
'cause
up
now you know what
pots.
he's doing, right? I mean, he's
If
he's supposed to abuse, but he's not abusing well. He's not
you
playing well, and
if
that's important to
if
note.
I three bet shove with 16 big blind stack, from like button versus like hijack open or whatever, and he folds. I pick up his four big blinds. I pick up the blinds, which is like roughly two big blinds. That's a six
Massive,
big blind swing for me. That's huge, Like
massive. Yeah.
so.
I
That's
mean,
why
you
you
still need to
can't
think about
be
ICM.
can't be
However, yeah, it's good to have this information.
you can't be open 4x.
Mm, No, that's not the. It's not the way you win tournaments. Although I don't know if he won. I don't.
We'll see. We'll see.
Oh yeah, we'll see. He might have won. Oh, that is the guy, huh? Oh God.
That's why I can't wait to talk heads up with you. All right. So we have a shove. We have an easy fold. Queen jack off.
Easy
Red
one.
Sox jams. He's probably really
That's a
strong.
big. That's a big hand. Yeah, sixes. Oof.
Ooh,
Wow.
I actually am a little surprised by sixes actually.
Ah, I think he
He's
has to
probably
go with
right.
it.
I just I only because I'm looking at this guy with such a short stack here.
No, I mean he's not. He's not a good player, but he's not going to call with nothing in the big, right? He's never calling there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Chucky's, yeah.
Yeah, he's not just going to call. With like ace
No.
jack there. It's not going to happen.
But this hand, I was happy with the result, even though no one got eliminated. Like him having like
Him
him
having
being
less is
handcuffed
good.
with me is huge.
Yeah. Yeah, Cyrus. He's not abusing in the proper way. He's not. He's not following the rules.
All right, there's another big pot I wasn't involved with.
Yeah, I was going to say I don't think you're involved in that
Oh, he just
one.
jams. Yeah.
He just rips it. Yeah, it's fine. That's good. He's supposed to be doing that.
Yeah.
He has like such a stranglehold on the table. He can, it's such a nice spot for him. If he was a good player, he would just feel, he would feel like he's got this whole thing locked up essentially, right?
So yeah, I mean he's been playing crazy.
Yeah.
Like a couple like I'm skipping some hands, but like he's just collecting chips now because he's such a favorite right now, and
Oh, massive.
he's just he probably shoves here. Yeah.
I would fold that too if I was you.
Yeah. What
It's
I fold
close,
King
but
Jack.
yeah, fold king jack. Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's talk about this. Sorry. Um.
It's probably a profitable shove there for sure. It's just, of
I
course, you
think
have
it's
ICM
right outside
consideration.
that range. If I'm cut off, it's much easier.
Mm-hmm.
But from the hijack, especially, but dude, look at these two chip stacks to my right.
Yep.
There's one. There's
I mean, he's not that far away from you though. He's only got 260, and you have only 300. So those are very close.
Yeah, and we're talking about a decent pay jump here. And
Yeah. Oh, I get
both
it.
these players get eliminated. I jumped from 4,300 to 6,800. That's huge.
Yep. Absolutely. I think it's
Yeah,
fine to shove there though. I don't think it's a mistake.
but Cyrus, yeah, I agree. This is ICM hell at its finest.
Yeah. It sucks.
But we
And
get
then
we get dealt this beauty in our favorite position. Well, not our favorite position, but favorite position. When people are playing crazy.
ah, what a dream.
All right, so he changes his
Just
opening size to
call.
3x.
Yeah, just call.
Well, let's see what happens. Someone might do something before that.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Oh, oh, come on, Rikishi, put it
I
in.
mean, we
Okay.
just got a jam here.
Yeah, easy
And
peasy.
now you're gonna see that him opening this 4x size and 3x size is gonna hurt him here because now he's
He
just getting
loses
great
more.
pot odds.
Yep. Oh.
So
Or he loses more if he folds, right?
yeah, so he's now he's if he opened 2x he could fold, but the fact he's open 3x he's got a call here, and it's kind of a shitty spot for him. So
Wow.
he
Yeah.
calls, and it's
6-8.
great,
Yeah. Oh,
especially
that's so nice.
when he
And he
blocks
blocks
the
the 8.
eight. Like, you know,
And
only
you have
thing
the
too
ace of
bad.
diamonds.
The
Oh.
only thing I gotta worry about for the flop comes out of diamonds. You
And you
know,
have the ace of diamonds. So, oh, what a dream. Oh,
so just a great flop. Eight's blocked.
final
We're loving
final
life.
five, and he gets an aces to eights to 6-8. You can't. Yeah, that's oh my god, that's the dream. That's
So
the dream.
this is a nice hand, and
Ooh,
it's
what a
nice to
swing.
get elimination, and now we're second chip, so we can apply some pressure. So you can
That's a
see
massive
our
swing.
game. We went from being a little bitch because you have to, with ICM. Now we have a chip stack, and we could, it's tough having this guy two to my left, but
Yeah,
we
you
could
can't do too
definitely.
much,
He
but
doesn't want to get stacks in with me anymore. Like I can hurt him. So
yeah, that's such a nice swing. Oh my goodness.
yeah, so it's good to be patient. Obviously, ace is perfect there, but if I jammed with King Jack the last hand, if someone woke up with Ace Jack or Ace King, crushed me, I'd
That's
be
it.
out and wouldn't have the opportunity.
That's it. You'd be out. Yep.
All right, so Ace,
It's an
eight
inflection
seven
point.
clubs. Um,
Oh,
what do you think? Remember,
I
Red
would
Sox is low
probably.
stack right now, so there's no ICM
He
in.
is. Yeah, there's no ICM. Yeah, no, I think it's good. I think it's fine.
You agree if I think with
You can't
two
really rip it.
deep the jam, I think he has
Yeah,
what 17 bigs roughly,
I
16
think if you
bigs.
hit under 15, I think I would rip, but
Hey Ship,
it's
what's up, man?
close. It's close for sure.
No,
I think a
he
call is
has more than
good.
15.
No, no, I know. I'm saying that if he was under 15, I think you can ship there pretty profitably.
Oh yeah, so he has about 17, 18 bigs right now.
I think
But
a
yeah,
call
under
is.
15 I would jam. But him
I think
having
call is
between
best.
15 and 20, I think it's call. I really don't want to make it like a 3x or 3.5x and fold to a jam. That would be
No, I mean
horrible.
it's just that like you have to have aces here sometimes as well. So as long as you do, then I think it's fine.
We're doing this is a hand review of a $320 buy-in WSOP Sunday Major I played in. Ended up cashing for a little over 18,000. So we're just going through it for these users joining late. We're reviewing the final table right now.
You had some good educational hands at the final table too. Even if you weren't involved in them, it was pretty good to. It's pretty good to learn from for sure.
All right, so we flat. He checks. We flop gut shot with the
I would
backdoor
bet.
clubs. I end up checking.
I would bet that
Um,
flop.
yeah, I definitely see a reason to bet.
I would go like
Um,
half pot on that flop. I mean, if he folds, it's just like so nice, right?
yeah. You know what it is? I wouldn't. I in my head now. I just now. You know
You
what?
think your hand is a lot stronger than it actually is, right? You like the
Yeah.
flop too much.
I just want to realize my equity, and I can bluff an ace. I can bluff a king.
Eh,
Um, if I when I
I
check,
think
but
it's. I think
yeah,
there's
it
just way
probably
too
is
much
better.
value in winning right there.
Yeah. So that was my intent.
See,
Ace came, so I'm bluffing it
see
now.
now you're dicey, right? So now if he has like ace three, ace four, he's never folding. Even if you pile river too, you got to be really careful in this spot.
Yeah. But we have
Oh,
a set.
it's just a nice life now. It's fine. Yeah, 101, 105. Yep, good.
He
Nice. He folds,
folds.
right? He's a good player. He figured it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I mean, if he has an ace there, he's probably gonna call,
Oh
right?
yeah, he's never full ace there.
Yeah.
Never.
So I think it's good. Good. I like it. 1 million chips. Cyrus called you a sun runner. How do you respond?
Didn't Cyrus call you a sun runner last review session?
I think it's like his go-to whenever you turn a river a gut shot. He's like, oh, what a sun runner,
You
unbelievable.
do need to run lucky to do a win tournament.
I would say that Ace's hand is just about as lucky as it gets, though.
Oh,
That's
that was
nice.
the spot. That was the dream.
Oh, that's so fun.
I think we have a spot here. Jack 10 off.
Yeah, and it's cool because you actually have a stack. You can actually like raise fold and stuff, which is nice.
All right,
Call.
so he calls. I think we have an easy C bet. You agree?
I would go a little bit over half pot on there because it's wet, and he's not gonna fold a lot of hands to you either way. He might fold like a queen if you go a little bigger, but I think either way,
He should fold a
uh,
4 if I go.
he'll fold a four if you go a little bigger than half. Yeah, so I think for that reason alone, I would go a little bigger.
Yeah, I go
Yeah,
90. I think that's good.
that's perfect. That's what I would do too. Yep, nice.
All right, so
Then you have Jack of Hearts there too, which is nice. I mean, it adds a little bit of extra equity for you.
starting to chip away a little bit. Just with the
Nice.
walk.
Mr. Chucky is his stack is kind of swinging over there. I'm surprised. He seemed like such a stable guy. Oh
What do you
boy.
think of this?
Not much to think about, is there?
No. I mean, like, it's
I mean, it's
crazy, right?
awful. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's just awful. The guy clearly has no idea. So, I mean, those guys are like the hardest guys to play against, though, right? Because
They
I
are.
mean, because
Yeah.
they don't know what they're doing. So how are you expected to know?
Um.
Ugh. I
I
like
mean,
the open. Obviously, you just fold now, right?
yeah. I definitely
It's
like the
close, but
open. I gotta apply pressure, right? When he
yeah, I think you
jams
just
to
have
me,
to
I think
fold.
he's actually stronger than
Oh yeah.
normal because of
Oh
ICM.
yeah. No, he's got a big hand for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm
I
getting
agree.
good pot odds. But
Nah, not with this hand, right? This hand is
no.
going to be way too
Yeah.
dominated.
So just realize you have to think about ranges. So he's gonna be shoving a little tighter. So because of that, you gotta even though
King 10, King Jack, King
yeah, like this
Queen,
is like an easy
Ace King.
fold. Like yeah.
Yep. He's got all the pairs, right? Yep. No, I think it's a fine. I think it's a fine race fold. I would have done
Don't
the same.
pot odds don't really apply in that spot, right? Especially
Yeah, I
with
think
it,
Ace 9 is a
you
fold.
just
Yep. No, I
crush.
agree.
What just happened here? What I folded this?
I actually like the Ace 9 fold there. It's close. It's just that if you have Red Sox there who's very willing here to jam on you, and you have the guy with 1.4 million who doesn't really, he doesn't really give a fuck about
No,
ICM, then I
he
think
gives
it's a good
no
fold.
fucks. If he had a decent hand, we would just jam like
Yeah,
versus
so
my
I
open.
think
And
I think
and
your
then
fold's gonna
plus
save
like
you
Red
money.
Sox is good. He knows how to jam into me as you saw a
Yep,
couple hands before. And this guy I
absolutely.
picked up decent.
Competent. Yep.
And you just confirmed that for me. But
Yep.
yeah,
I think your fold is a very good fold. I like it. That's not easy in the moment because you're like, wow, we're five handed. I have chips. I'm supposed to open ace nine, but
I
I
just
don't
have to
like the
pick my
spot.
spots real careful. Oh, another thing I noticed with this guy, he doesn't like fold his buttons. So I really didn't want to play a pot out position if he does decide
With
to
ace nine.
call.
Yeah. No, if he flats you, it's like a disaster, right? Because
Yeah.
he's gonna shovel chips. That's what he does. No,
Yeah, I
I think it's
agree,
good.
Cyrus. Yeah. I
Nice. Ace queen, nice. Oh, how much does he have? I would rip.
think that's what I do.
Yep,
Yeah.
you have to rip. He has like 19 bigs
Yeah, and if,
there,
if he folds, this is
20
a
bigs
great.
there. Yeah,
If he folds, this is an awesome pot to take down. If I
fantastic.
call, Red Sox might call. Obviously, the intention of calling would be him three bet shoving, and I snap. But
Right.
if he calls, I'm out of position versus three players. I'd rather
No,
just take
I
it from
think you
up.
rip it in. I think your
Yeah.
hand is way too much value. You just got to win it there. Yep, that's perfect. I like the dynamic now because everybody else is under 600K except for you two who are over a million. You have to be very careful.
Yeah, it's tricky.
Very tricky. You have to navigate your way
I
to heads
mean,
up.
there's five players left, as you guys can see. The pay jumps, again, we've locked up 6,800. Next pay jumps 8K, then 10.5, then 18. Like these pay jumps are ridiculous.
I mean,
So
that's
Red
like
Sox
so standard for
jams.
WSOP. It's like 1K, 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 7K, 15K is like how they usually do it.
Yeah.
Pretty bad. I think it's a way different situation now, especially because you're in position on Chucky. That I think it's a good
Yes.
open with
So
a6.
this is a good point. I'm glad you said
Ooh,
that.
it's a way
Even
different
though
spot.
I'm only one position better, there's a huge dynamic difference here.
It's a
When
world
I
of difference.
open
Yeah.
cutoff, Chucky's in the small blind, so I position him in post flop. When I open hijack, Chucky's in the button, which is like disastrous for me when he flats or three bets me when I open weak hands like ace six
Yeah.
off
He's
or
got a
ace
lot more
nine off.
incentive there to play back at you.
Yeah,
Yep.
so the much in one position less, with a much worse hand, obviously ace nine off, ace six off
It
is
doesn't
worse.
matter really though, It doesn't really
Yeah,
matter what the hand is. It's just
and then I just have an
a
easy
better
fold.
spot.
I have easy fold with Red Sox or LV Raiders
Oh yeah.
or jams.
Oh yeah, very easy. Yep.
So
I like it. Very good. Very well played.
All right. You're gonna see me start picking up the aggression a little bit here.
Good. Like it.
Not this hand
Not in
though.
this spot. Not in this spot.
So Chucky's uses the 3x open in there. And this guy jams
Yeah,
and he's got a fold. And meanwhile,
he's
he
He's hemorrhaging. He really is.
Yeah, so
Every time he 3x opens, he's
you know,
hemorrhaging chips.
LB Vader's by taking down a pot, he increased his stack by 33%, which is sick, you know.
It's huge. Yep. It's a good point. Very good point.
All
I'm
right.
sure everybody else at the table is aware of what he's doing now, so they're opening up their ranges.
Yeah. All right. So very next hand, we ace king off.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
We
That's fine.
doing
Yeah,
anything
yeah.
else but jamming here? No.
Yeah, you just rip it in. Very
Yeah.
easy. Yep.
Against
Nice.
E6.
What a dream.
Standard jam by him, I think.
Oh.
We have a little bit of sweat, but we hold.
Okay.
Take it down. So we're four-handed now. We've
In the
locked up
moment, that's the worst, right? You're like,
$8,000,
oh god.
and we are the slight chip leader now. Me and Chucky's are pretty much tied. So me and Chucky's are pretty much tied, and we have a very short stack and a pretty short stack. So huge ICM implications. You're gonna see me apply a lot of pressure now. So let's see.
Yeah, because you can actually bust him now, which is huge. Wow.
Yeah. So he's not gonna be raising.
I don't think he's gonna go
What do
too
you think
nuts,
about
but
this
never know.
fold?
Yeah, I think it's fair. I think you could open there, obviously, if you wanted to, but obviously, for Red Sox Nets, he's really looking to get it in. You've seen him open shove a lot, so I think it's
Yeah,
fine to
I
fold
think
there.
by this player getting eliminated, Red
Yeah.
Sox it has no ICM pressure or very
No, he's
little
opened up.
ICM pressure now. Like he's
I
the
agree.
clear person to get knocked out next, so he needs to find a spot double. And I think it's disastrous if I open up to 70K and he should be jamming here
You fold.
with the normal 3-bet jam range. Like he's not being tight here at all. He's gonna stick
Yeah.
to his ranges. So
No, he's shoving ace five suited there against
yeah,
you, shoving ace
yeah.
four off
And
sometimes,
I
right?
just don't
Yeah.
want to open fold this hand. I'd rather just fold it.
Yep. No, I think it's fair to be a little tight that spot. Good. Oh.
So he obviously I fold, so I guess it worked out that I end up folding this hand.
Yeah, he had a hand, huh?
Jams. This guy rejams. Ace king versus ace 4.
Good fold.
Yeah.
That's gonna do it. Yeah.
All right, so with three-handed, we have to be a little bit careful now because Chucky's did regain the chip lead by knocking out Red Sox, and we want a minimum come in set. We're not trying to come third here, right?
No, you have to be really cautious.
Like,
yep.
hey,
You
I'm
never want to double
I'm
him
all
up.
for playing for the win, but not when there's almost $8,000 pay jump between third and second. Like,
Yeah, he cannot have double up. He can never double up against you. That's a disaster.
Yeah, if he doubles up against me, we pretty much switch spots, and it's just a disaster. I see him suicide for me. So it's
would be
very
bad.
critical. We try to do our best to at least lock up second place.
Yep, I agree. Although even the best laid plans, you never know what the cards will bring, so you have to see what happens. Let's see. Three-handed is always really fun because everybody's in every hand. I love it. Yep.
He lands. I think this is a good hand to put in a raise.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Love it. I was going to say, I don't really think you need to jam there. I think you can just hit him with the 3x there. It's perfect. Because your hand is pretty strong. You have the king 10. It's really good.
Yeah, I do that with aces, for example. Yep.
Easy one. Yeah. Good. Let's just see if there's any holes. I don't think there will be, but it's important. Three-handed is very crucial.
Heads up, I might have some holes.
Oh no! Let's see that one again.
Let's talk about this. Does he really jam into me with my huge chip stack?
I mean, he may just have it, right? But
okay, yeah. Let's talk about this. This is a fun one. What do you think of my 3-bet?
He's off of 22 bigs, right?
22 bigs, yeah.
So you're doing.
I can't.
You're playing a 3-bet call.
Yeah, a 3-bet call, big blind. I think King Queen plays is definitely a 3-bet call versus 20 big blind stack. All right, let's put it this way. Let's say we're all 20 big blinds effective. Easy 3-bet shot, like easy 3-bet shot, right?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So that being played, I can't 3-bet shove because big blind's still in hand. He has a huge chip stack, so I'm not risking my tournament life.
No, you can't. Rip.
It's stupid to say, but it's just important to say if it was 20 big blinds effective all around, this is a slam dunk 3-bet shove. So that being said, I don't think King Queen. I know I can call King Queen here. But
I think it's a call. Yeah.
You do?
I like calling from the small, especially because of everything that you just said, right? Because you don't want to get third. There's no way that you want to double this guy up ever because it's an ICM disaster for you. Yeah. Especially here with all that information, I think it's fine to call. And then if he puts more chips in, very easy fold, and you only lose 80,000. Now you put in almost 300,000 And I mean, it sucks that he has it here. He obviously has a hand, but yeah, it
Well,
sucks because you're going to lose a lot more.
I just think, I think most times when I fly here, Chucky's ends up flying, or he raises. But let's say he
That's
flats,
fine if he flats. That's no big deal.
then
That's fine. You're going to
yeah,
play that hand out of position, and
yeah.
I mean, if you miss,
But
you miss.
if
It's no big deal. It's 80,000.
I do think he raises wide. Like I definitely can see him raising here with a flat small blind, him trying to pick up this pot.
That's fine. I would be happy to fold if he raises there.
Yeah.
I'm not super thrilled about this spot though, because if he 4-bet jams you, it does not feel good to call off here with King
No,
Queen,
no,
especially with
no.
the ICM.
If he four bet jams me, it's a very easy fold in my opinion.
Yeah.
But
I
it
was,
sucks. It sucks. Like I'm not happy about it, but
it's a
it's an
tough
easy
spot
fold.
either way. I like
Um,
I like the conservative red. I like the small blind flap.
okay. So that was
Not
probably a
something I do
mistake.
often, but I think it's better because you want to realize some equity. You have a good hand. Your hand is not good enough here to play for stacks against him at this point. Especially with the ICM pressure. But I would want to see 3 for sure.
Yeah. So I agree. I agree.
That's a good discussion hand for sure. I'd be very very curious if anybody has any other thoughts about that spot, because that's one of those where I think you just have to be real passive, especially with the ICM considerations.
Yeah, because that hand kind of set me up to have equal stack one, which is kind of a disaster.
Because
Oh
now you guys
wait, he
are
got
are
chips
are
somehow.
very close, right?
He got chips in this.
Oh, how did he get chips? Let's see. That's a tough hand. I don't know. That's gonna keep me up tonight. That's a tough one.
How'd he get
Yeah, that
chips?
sucks.
Well, right here. Be this hand. So he now 170 I think is okay because now he's out of position, small blind is big blind, so that's fine.
Yep.
A little big, but it's okay. Um,
It's his style, right? I think it's fair,
yeah.
especially because he's very consistent with it. Okay. Yeah, so now he has almost exactly the same stack as you, right? So now it becomes even more complicated.
If he like min three bets me, I would call. But that wouldn't make much sense because he only
Oh
had one
wow,
two
look
and
at this
seven.
hand. He just folds for one for one big, huh? That's nice. Good.
Yeah, it was a little weird. Yeah,
I didn't expect
he
that at
must
all.
have
I
just
was like,
had
oh, you'll
card
get some
rage. Yeah.
value here for
Well,
sure.
it's a limp pot, right? So he probably just had
Yeah,
nothing.
right, fair enough. He's a floaty guy though. I would expect at least maybe
Yeah,
one
you're
float,
right. Yeah, we saw him call me like Queen 10, right? Or
Yeah.
whatever that hand
I wouldn't
was.
expect a lot of folds. Oh nice.
I mean,
Uh I would rip.
yeah, I think it's an easy rip. I'm almost positive I rip here. Yeah,
Yep.
just take it
Yeah.
down.
Because you
Remember,
don't
I'm trying to get
that's
chips
another
from
spade
this
on 3
guy.
bet calls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a huge slam dunk every time he opens. I can take down the pot because it's a
Yeah.
nice swing in my direction, and
It's a huge pickup.
yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I like it.
All right,
Yeah, 3-handed is fun. This is tough. Every hand is like so crucial. Good.
fives. We have open
Good.
off of a 24, 25 in one stack. Yep, we agree.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah. I'm very concerned that if he 3-bets you out of this small, I'm not sure what I would do.
Fuck it. I mean, yeah,
I think
not
you
the
would
best
rip, but
spot, but like,
it
luckily for us,
doesn't
he
feel
ends up
good.
calling,
Oh.
and we flop the set.
I would go like half pot. Yeah.
Half pot on this dry board. He's a big blind defend on a very dry
Never.
board.
I can go like 1/3 is fine too. I don't think you have to size it like real small. I don't think it matters too much. But let's see what you did.
I'm almost positive I go real small. I'd probably go 25% pot here, like
You can go
58k or
1/4.
something.
Let's see.
Oh, God, check it back.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, that's
I
fine.
think
I
that's
like the
fine.
check too.
There's not many bad turns, right?
No, that's like the best possible turn too.
And
So
then
that's nice.
obviously, being results oriented, this is a great turn.
Yeah.
So let's see what he does. He bets. I mean, we have
Whoa.
like the easiest call in the world. Nothing. You can't do anything else. No, never raising here ever.
I mean, it feels like he just like has a 2 or a 9, right?
Which is
That's a
great because
pretty
you can
big
get
bet.
in. If he
Yeah.
has a two, you get in no matter what.
Yeah, it's a very big bet. He's setting up for stacks on the. That's an annoying card for
It's
you.
an annoying card because I could have a heart draw in my range for sure.
And you could just, yeah.
I
I
have
mean,
ace, yeah.
obviously you don't have ace king very often, but yeah.
Yeah. So that
I think you
sucks.
just
But
have to.
obviously, I think the only play it makes here is the jam,
I
right?
would. I like going like I would go small on that river honestly, because if he has a 2, he kind of hates that river. If he has a 9, he hates that river a lot more. But
Yeah.
I would go like 180 on that river.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I don't think he's ever finding a call here.
Yeah.
I
I
just
guess
don't.
you know what I was thinking.
I don't see what we're targeting. I guess flushes sometimes, but
Well, yeah, I think he checks a flush sometimes. You don't think so?
sometimes, yeah. I mean, it's really nice for him to
I
just
think
like
he
hit the
checks
river
it
and rip it
too.
though.
I think he checks it too.
Sometimes
Um,
I would
Either
rip
way,
it too
we're
if I was in
value
this spot.
betting. And obviously, it's great if he raises because we have a full house. The question is, if we bet small like 180, does a 9 call? That's the question we have to answer. And
I
I don't
think he
think so.
probably calls with a 9, maybe here with that small of a bet. I don't think he can ever. He's never. He's never going to call all in with a 9, right?
No. I with this all in, I'm not targeting 9.
Right, right.
I'm targeting a slow played flush or a slow played 2. Because
Just don't
if
think he
I
has
bet
enough of that.
180, if he has a 2, he's just calling, right?
Right. Yep.
Even if he has a flush, I think he just calls, right? Do you think he check raises a flush, like a weak flush? I think he just
No, I
calls.
think you're right.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get. I want maximum value from those type of hands. And in my head, I'm like, he's gonna fold a 9 to any bet, so I'm gonna target that. So that's what I was thinking here.
It's reasonable.
I mean, either way, I don't think. It's just about how greedy you want to be.
Right. Obviously, you have to
I
say
think
how
the play's
strong is
right.
he really
Yeah,
strong or is he mildly strong? The only issue is that that's literally like it's like the worst river card in the deck for most of what he has, right?
it is.
But
Yeah, I'm just praying he
that's,
has a 2.
that's the only reason I might size down a little bit on the river just because it's horrible for his range. I think it's fair though. Nice. All right, so now you have a huge chip lead over him again, which is great.
I know I'm almost pretty much tied for first right now.
That's great. Awesome.
All right, so very next hand we have King Queen suited.
Yeah, you just got to go with it.
Yeah,
Yep.
I like just ripping it here.
He makes a standard open, which is pretty wild, right? He's
Yeah.
he's still going for steals, which is pretty crazy.
I think
But
it's just so much value. You could make an argument still playing this and just call him because you're in position, but to me, there's
not
so
king
much.
high.
Yeah,
Not
if he
king
has
high.
king
I think
high,
ace
and
high maybe.
and if I can scoop down this pie, it just really eats away out of his stack. He's open. It's 60 650,000 stack, and he just lost 25% of the stack by open folding.
Yeah, it's pretty huge for you.
Um,
Nice. Now you have 1.8 million. Now you have the chip lead overall. Yep, it's big.
Yep.
And he's getting very short now.
Yeah, he's probably gonna be all in soon. So Queen 8 off. You okay folding? He's gonna be.
Yeah, I mean he's supposed to shove like any 2 from
Yeah.
from the small here. So let's see if he does. Good. All right. Yeah. Oh, I mean he has a monster, right? King 2 suited is huge there.
There's a monster flop, and all right, well, heads up.
He just flops him dead. The king 2, the king 6. That's great.
Yeah, so it's great for us because that's an
Oh,
8K pay jump. All right, so now
yeah.
we've locked up $18,000, and we're playing for a big first place. I mean, we're playing for obviously the win and really big pay jump. So
Like it.
I mean, it's fucking crazy this pay jump. 18,000 to 31,000. Like
That's a very expensive heads up match for
Yeah.
sure. I can relate. I played one that was for 26K on ACR that we'll go over soon. It's a lot of pressure.
That'd be maybe next review session, as long as we don't pick
Yeah.
anything else.
Well, let's see. Hopefully, we'll get some more content out of Sunday. We'll see.
All right, so just
Nice.
all right, let's just go over the
Let's run it,
scenario
yeah.
right now. So we've seen Chuppies play kind of wild throughout the tournament. We are going heads up as a slight underdog, right? Because he has about 500K more chips than me, which is a good amount
It's
of
not
chips.
much.
It's not
Yeah.
peanuts. But yeah, we definitely have a fighting chance. And let's see what's big blind right now. Let's see, 50K. So we have like
25.
32
50K.
bigs.
Yep.
34 bigs.
Yeah, you're deep enough.
Yeah, between 30 and 40 bigs. So we're definitely deep enough to get some nice play in right now. So
Agreed.
let's see what happens. We're just gonna go through most of these hands. I think is
I would like to see every hand. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's important for people to see. Sometimes heads up is just going to go really, really good or really, really bad sometimes.
Yeah.
Let's see.
All right. So
Makes
So
it easy
remember,
for you.
we're like 35 big blinds deep. I limp, and he just jams. So
I
this is
mean,
gonna be one of those heads up matches, right?
he's not giving you a chance here to make a mistake, which is
Yeah.
like really nice for
So
you, right? Because you can't fuck anything
right off
up.
the bat, in my head, I'm like, okay, I have to mix in some good hands in my limping range, right?
I would have a limping strategy for
I
sure.
have to develop a nice limping strategy here because
Yes.
normally I would either I would maybe 2x most of my hands, but versus this guy particular player, I have to definitely implement limping
I
strategy
would mix
because
it.
if I limp and he
I would mix it for sure.
jams and I have aces, like that's a slam dunk,
I mean, for 65 bigs, just like that, that's a dream.
Yeah. All right, so we'll go through every hand.
Let's see if I find any spots I want you to limp. Let's see. Nope, not that one.
You
Oh no,
don't
that
like
one's
limp?
fine. Yeah, that one's fine. Yeah, because you have to balance. Yeah, that's good.
But
Yeah, so
obviously it's a
that's it.
fold though.
I limp fold. Yep, yep.
You know
yep.
what it is? I'm afraid if a 2x open because I know he's gonna just be wild versus me. I rather not.
Yeah, I would limp more.
Yeah, exactly. All right,
I
so
would
with
limp
every
way
hand.
more than I would open. Yep, I agree with you. I think he makes it really easy for you though. It's
So
hard
he
to fuck
makes
it
it
up, right?
4x here, as you guys can see. 4x, like
Yeah.
what the fuck? Like we're obviously following this.
It's nothing you can do.
Yeah, we're a little, it looks like I lost a lot of chips, but like I feel like every spot I did was kind of standard, like just
Oh no, you didn't. I don't think there was any mistake at all.
2-6
And then
we
you
just
just
fold him.
no, you can't even limp that one. It's way too weak. Yeah.
All right, we have a first interest in hand. All right, this is kind of tough. What do you do?
I would call this one. I don't think I think it's okay to rip it. I would feel really bad if he shows up with like King Jack King Queen Ace King in this spot. I think it's fine to call this.
I agree. I think
It doesn't feel great for four bigs either
this
way,
is a
but I
tough
think it's
spot,
okay.
man. I hate this whole spot.
Yeah.
I don't want. I think I have an edge versus him, and I don't want to
Yeah.
shove and like get snapped by Ace King, Ace Queen, like all those
Yes.
hands. Like he could have, he's playing. Even though he's playing kind of crazy, I think he's playing
Still get
consistent.
cards.
He's
Yeah.
playing consistent, so I think he's gonna mix in some Ace King series
Queens. He showed you an all in. He had King 6 one time, I think, right? And then after that, it's very possible that he's just hitting the face with the deck, right? He may just have a lot of good hands. We don't know.
Yeah. So we have about
he has been consistent.
With 32 big blinds right now, and we.
I would call. Yeah.
I call. I think this was tough though.
It doesn't feel good. I agree. Nice.
So obviously we're checking.
Yep. I would just. I would rip it in this spot.
Play here, Ross?
I would just rip this spot because he's showing a lot of strength. Your hand is way too good.
Yeah. So we rip.
Yeah.
Just snap.
I would just rip the spot.
And
his sizing is absolutely terrible.
Just like that, we went to 2 mil. Like, and we took chip lead with this one hand. By him playing kind of crazy. So we're patient. We had kind of a tough spot with the King 10 calling out position. Like,
But all you do is up to flop top pair. That's all you have to do. It's going to be a very easy heads up match as long as you keep flopping top pair, right?
Yeah.
No, I think that's a well played hand. He's just I can't imagine like what he's sizing up on that flop with that he just like folds to your jam.
He's just applying max aggression.
So bad. Yeah, no, that's all it is. He's just hyper aggro. That's all it is. All right, I would use this one as a ooh. He hasn't done that yet, has he? It's usually 6. I don't know. He usually goes all in these spots, right?
Yeah. Well, first off, what do you think of my limp? Remember, a normal heads up point, I wouldn't be limping as much.
I would plan to limp call if he rips here, right? But the fact that he makes it so much, he only makes it 6x instead of all in. I think it might be a fold now.
I don't like folding this hand in position.
I don't know about a call though. I think that's way too much of your stack. It's a big one.
Well, I end up calling.
Well, just hit top pair. It's fine.
It's weird when your opponent makes all these strange sizes.
Yeah. I think I would have snapped if he had gone all in. The fact that he went for 6x there, I think looks way scarier now.
Yeah.
On this board, obviously, I think you just have to go broke.
This is like a great scenario for me. He checks. I think we have.
What is that? Check. What is that?
Yeah, I think we have a good easy bet though.
I think somebody else is like sitting in his seat for this hand because this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Especially based on everything else he's done. I think the bet is good though.
Yeah. He just folds, so that was kind
He
of
just
weird.
check
He
he
just play.
check folds on like the
That's
driest
why I don't like
flop. What the
folding the
fuck?
king jacks. I know he's playing kind of crazy with like a wide
Yeah,
range.
I wouldn't expect him to ever check fold any flop though. That's like the weirdest thing.
Yeah, right.
Very challenging.
I defend here. He just two. Now he makes
You
me bet
can.
2x.
Yeah, it's fair. No, just fold.
Yeah.
Yep.
Check fold.
Like it.
Again, I'm using a limping strategy with this guy.
I would fold that. Yep. Good.
That's easy fold.
I was like, how froggy are you feeling? Are you limp calling the Jack 5 suited too? Let's see. I would call.
Yeah,
I think your hand is way
I
too
think it's
good.
a little
Yep.
too loose to jam. It's still deep enough not to jam
No,
here.
you have way too much equity. I don't like a jam. Yeah.
This is
Yep.
fold. I just have nothing. Like I might be
You're
good
not
with this
hitting.
high, but I'm out of position. Just let go.
Yeah. If you're not hitting there, I think you just have to let it go. He's way too aggressive. He's gonna fire barrels at you usually. Yep.
Again, we're doing a limping strategy. He actually checks.
I would bet.
Yeah, I think I do. Yep.
Good. I would fold.
Yeah, basically raises me. Easy fold.
He does exactly what you don't want him to do every hand. It's so annoying.
He's wild, but it's really tough to play against him, which is probably in his, I guess, interest. You know, it just sucks. His play style. His fault is when I actually wake up a monster. You know,
I don't think you made a single mistake heads up. If I'm being honest with you.
Thanks.
Yeah, I would call.
Call.
Yeah, it's way too good. Nice.
Flop top pair.
I would just hit the call button all the way down against this spot. Yeah.
Check. Check. Just check again.
I would check again. Yep.
Yeah, bait bluff.
It's a great bluff catcher against an aggro guy, right?
Unfortunately, he does have showdown with a pair of threes.
That's fine. Sometimes he's gonna pot that, right? Because he's out of his mind, and then you just have like a really easy call.
Just fold 6-2 off. I mean, you know he's never folding usually, so I don't want to play.
No, that hand's way too weak. Doesn't have any playability at all. Yep, fold that. Nice.
So I guess
you can open
in that hand, which is fine. So I'm
you can open it.
Opens. This is a weird one, right? What do you think?
I might check this flop actually. Against like almost any other opponent heads up, I would go 2/3. Against him, I might consider a check.
Remember, I opened this one, so this hits my range
I know.
very well.
I know. I'd also smacks him a lot of the time too.
Yeah. So in my
especially
head,
how aggro he is.
I mean, I normally just have 10 high, even though I have equity with open and straight drawer. I just have 10 high, so
you can bet. That's fine as long as you go. All right. I would go at least half. Yep, that's fine. Good.
And unfortunately, I'm pretty sure he raises this.
Yeah. See, that's a disaster, right? Because your hand is equity. That sucks.
Throwing up at this point,
that's the only reason I might consider a check back there, just because he keeps on doing stuff like that in spots that you don't want him to.
I will be balanced here, and I will have obviously top pair I'm never folding.
Ace queen. Yeah.
Ace queen I have.
Yep.
Remember I open, so it's not like I don't have ace queen.
Right. Of course. Yep.
So it just sucks though folding this exact hand. Just like
it really does not feel good. Yep. It does not feel good at all. All right, so now he has you by a little bit. I would call. Yep.
Still too deep enough to shove.
Oh.
This is what we've been waiting for, Ross. This is what we've been waiting for.
Oh, God.
All right, so we're checking.
Yeah.
He bets 1/4. I think this is an easy call.
Why so small do you think he went there? He usually goes way bigger.
I know, but can we do anything?
So what is this? I might check raise small here if I'm being honest with you. I might go to like 170 and see what he does.
I'm almost positive I called.
He may spaz. He may be that type where he's like, "You play back at me? No." He may spaz at you if you decide to check raise small here. I mean, obviously call is fine.
I think you're right. I mean, I'm almost positive. Let's see what I do. I'm almost positive I just call. Yeah.
I mean, as long as you don't fold, I think you're gonna make money. But
so I think this is a bad turn, not because I'm scared of it, but because it kills a lot of action.
Slow him down. Yeah, it's gonna slow him down. If he has ace king, ace queen, ace 10, something like that, he's just gonna check back a lot of the time, right? Yep.
Yeah. So I'm like.
It's another reason for it. Yeah. And then the river's a spade, right? Oh God, not that river.
So now I lose to any jack and any ace.
That's the disaster run out.
The real question is, what do you think of my value bet?
I would say Finn, but maybe he calls with king queen sometimes, so I think it's fine.
I think he calls. I think in his range, He certainly can have. Remember, he's been aggressive every street. Besides on the turn, he slowed down when the ace popped up.
What if he just has a flush here, and he just heroes you at the end?
That's great. I'd be
That'd be
happy he
so
has a
fun.
flush. Yeah,
You're gonna look like a genius right now. Let's see it.
but I think it's. I don't think he has a jack in his range. I don't think he checks turn by
Nope.
jack. So I'm only really worried about ace, and I think he actually barrels with the ace some portion of the time too. So I don't think he has any aces or jacks. So that being said, I really like a value bet. I think I get value from old pocket pairs. I get value some king queens, which is great, right?
How do you get value from all pocket pairs?
Oh, because
He's not gonna call you with pocket eights ever,
no,
right?
because yeah, it got
No, you're not gonna.
counterfeited. Yeah,
He's gonna call you with all the kings, and that's it, right?
yeah,
So
just
that's the only
kings.
thing. So
Yeah,
for that reason only, I would go. I would say
yeah. Sorry.
like 100, 140K. I think is fine. I think this is way too big.
Do you think in his repertoire, do you think if he has eights or sevens here, he puts in the a raise as a bluff? Nah, right?
I can't. I'm not gonna pretend that I can get inside this guy's mind, but I guess it's possible, right?
Yeah. So this is
Uh,
actually now I think about it, this is very thin.
it's very big too. I would go like 100, 120, 140.
Well, I think he's calling the same range, whether it's uh this bet or 140, he still should call it a king, right?
However, when he has an ace, you lose a lot more. And that's like the only reason that I'm saying I would go
Yeah,
smaller.
I'm just trusting my read, and then
Mm.
like I think he would bet turn with ace, so I was just kind of leaning on my read there. And don't forget, I have aces in my range. There's no reason why I don't have ace.
Yeah, you can
So
have
he
an
can
ace.
never
Yeah,
raise me
absolutely.
as
Because
a.
you didn't. If you check raise the flop, you don't have an ace. So that's the only reason that it worked out perfect. Good.
Yeah, you're right. I just called now. All
You
right,
just
so
called, so you could have an ace. Yeah.
he just folds.
Ace full.
You know, with him, he had garbage. I mean, we seen him bluff with like eight high before. Like that's not
Yeah,
surprising. He just folded. So
that's a
it's
hard.
kind of it
It's a
kind
very
of
hard
just
spot to
sucks
bluff.
though on that run out because we have
Yeah.
potential. Oh, this was going to throw your hand, right? Yeah.
I like a very small flop check raiser.
Hey,
I think he's
draws.
gonna
What's up,
spaz
man?
sometimes.
Okay, so we open a7 off. He calls.
I would go half pot.
We check.
Why?
Um, I actually I like a C bet. I don't know. I don't really like to check. I know I check, but I definitely like C bet. But in my head, I'm thinking I have showdown value. And how often
Yeah,
do I bet small and he just jams on me? Like how often?
that's fine. Just fold that. I
Yeah,
mean, either way, he's gonna throw barrels at your face now, and you have to fold, right?
yeah.
You know.
All right. So as play, we checked. He checks
Yeah.
again.
I would check again now as played.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I just
Check,
see
check, check,
showdown.
check.
Hopefully, just win.
We
Uh,
don't. He rivers a four. So
yeah.
this is
See,
a
he's gonna
good.
fold so much.
This is a good argument why I should have C bet flop. So
I mean, he's
I
just
let
gonna
him
fold.
river.
I mean, he's an aggressive. He's not gonna have much on that flop. He's gonna
Yeah.
fold so often.
So I think that was a mistake. It's a small pot, but those small pots do add up.
Sure. Absolutely. I would call. Yep.
All right, so he bets. I call. I'm out of position.
I
Check.
would fold.
Just fold.
Yep.
So I think we have one minor mistake with not C bet on flop, even though it's
Everything else. Yeah. Everything else is
not
good.
the end of the world. But all right, we
Yeah.
open. He calls.
Fine.
Flop is 7 with some backdoor equity. He checks.
This is one I may consider also checking here because he's going to throw some barrels at you and you actually have a lot of showdown value, which is cool for a change, right?
Yeah. Let's see what I do.
So I might check. I think it's fine to bet there too small, but now, I mean, if he barrels, it's a very easy call
Yeah. So I
on
do check, and that's what I was thinking.
on
Plus,
turn.
I've
Yeah.
again, it'd be a disaster if I bet and he like jams. Like if he
Yeah.
jams, I have to fold
That'd be
7.
horrible for you.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Now I
let's
think
see.
you have an easy call. Oh, can now bet. Yeah.
Yeah. So now he checks twice in a row. I think we have a clear bet, especially when he I could get called by a lot worse hands.
I think your size is absolutely perfect. Yep.
He just folds.
Good. Fine.
So fucking sweating here, We're playing this. Like
He
I'm
doesn't
like,
make it easy at all.
yeah.
You could defend there. I don't really hate a
Yeah,
fold
it's
though.
close. I know if you look at the charts, it'll probably tell you a call. But this,
Yeah, but he's not a standard opponent either.
yeah,
So
since he's super, super aggressive, especially in position, I'm just gonna play
yeah,
a little bit
I
tighter.
think hand's gonna
And
flop as well. Yeah.
yeah, and just such a hard hand to play post flop.
Yeah, hand's not gonna flop well, especially against an aggressive
You know
opponent.
what
He's
I was
gonna win.
thinking, Ross, and
What's that?
I didn't end up doing it. But this may have been one hand I
Three bet?
three bet bluff with. Only reason I
I prefer
decided not.
suited.
The only reason I didn't decide not to, because I think he does call me wide still. Like he would call me way wider than he should, and that could
Yeah,
add a 3 bet, you know.
and unfortunately, like you're fairly shallow now, so the stack the pot is gonna make it really tricky. I
Yeah,
don't know if you want to
and
play
I
an
don't
H
want to
pot with
like
him.
punt this tournament, you know, because
No,
I
and I
do
don't
have.
think you need to. I
Yeah,
mean, he's gonna give you opportunities. Hopefully, you'll just have hands.
yeah.
It's not
So
like you're playing a really strong opponent here.
yeah,
Nice. I
standard.
might consider that one as like a limp too.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah,
And if he
I think it's
raises,
fine. I think it's
I would
fine.
rip
Yeah.
if he raises. I think it's a good spot there.
Yep.
I think Ace Five suited is exactly the combo that you want here.
Yeah, I agree.
Uh, yeah.
If he
For
checks,
the
we have
limp
easy
champ, but
check, right? Yeah, check back, check back.
yeah, yeah. I like you just got to find your way to showdown now. I think if he bets, you could call. Yeah,
What do you think of this call?
yeah. I would call.
Standard, right?
Doesn't really make much
Ace
sense,
high.
right? I mean, he could have a 3. I don't think he's gonna fire so big with an 8, but we'll see.
I
I
honestly
think he's got
thought
a lot of
about. I
bluffs.
actually thought about this a while, but
He's
I
got all
think
the Jack tens. He's got all
when
the
I
Queen Jack bluffs, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, there's like a million things. I don't block any of that either, and
No, it's a good bluff catch.
yeah.
I think it's fine. Yeah. Yeah.
Fortunately for
Yeah.
me, he did have the 8, so that sucked.
Yeah, I mean it's hard. Like when you play such an aggressive opponent, he actually has it for most of the match. There's not
So
much you can do about it.
the reason why I want to talk to you really emphasize his hand, because I think this is how I really went downhill on this hand. It really took a big chunk out of my stack. So pre-flop's fine. Bet and flop
Yeah.
I think is
So you
definitely
open
fine.
flop. Yeah. Yep.
Check and turn is fine.
Yep.
And then I think you're right. I just have to call here. It's a big bet, but
I don't think it's a massive mistake at all. I really don't. I would really like to see this one as a limp, though. I think it would have had a way more interesting kind of dynamic for you too. Because if he raises, it's a very easy rip for you, and he's just
yeah,
gonna fold the Jack 8, right?
yeah,
Although I mean, obviously we don't know he has Jack 8, but still,
yeah,
yeah, it's a tough spot. I would have called the river as well as played.
yeah. Not happy about that. 'Cause now I'm at 3-1 dog.
Yeah, you just have to wait for your spots. You gotta.
Yeah, now he's gonna just
Sometimes you're
pick
gonna
up
call
more
it off later,
aggression.
but
Yeah.
yeah, that's fine. You just have to call it off later. That's all. We gotta wait for our hand. That's not it. Hey, sorry.
10-9 off. We have
You can limp it. Yep.
yeah, we're still big enough.
I don't like folding it, right? So you have to limp it. Yep, that's great. He lets you see it. I would bet. I would call. Yep.
He checks.
I would check back this hand. I just don't think he's ever folding any better, right?
Yeah, I would. No, but I think I get value from a 3, a worse 9, and if you turn a 7 and some
Yeah.
you know, ace highs
No, I think
maybe.
it's fine.
Yeah.
I may go a little. No,
Small.
actually, I like the size. I think the size is good if that's what you're going for. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. That's good. You're back over a milli. It's fine.
Just
Yeah.
jamming here.
Yeah. I mean, I think he can also have that one as a limp as well because he's so aggressive. If he
I
rips
think
there, it's a
ace
very easy call.
5
You can limp call.
ace 5 plays better as a
Yep.
limp than ace 6, I think.
Yep. I think it's fine. As long as you're getting chips in there, I think you're winning.
Yeah.
Yep. He's making it really easy. I mean, it's hard for you to make a mistake at this depth, though, right? So
Yeah.
it's very easy to play. So you know what to do.
Just keeping garbage now.
Yep.
Can't
Yep.
play these
Easy one.
hands.
Can't defend that.
And then I get this hand. Like I can't do anything here, and me keep folding is really crushing
Whittling.
my
Yep.
stack.
No, I know, but
last 5 hands, it's like
you
horrible. So he limps, so
just
I
don't want
just
to make a
check.
mistake. Yeah,
There's
I'm not
nothing I
putting in
can do
many
yet.
chips on that. I would fold. Yep. Yep.
So we have Queen 10 suited.
Yep. Just to get in.
Fine.
I would get that in for sure. Yep.
Snaps.
Oh. Ugh.
That's all she wrote.
All right. Sometimes it's the way the cookie goes, unfortunately.
Yeah, so it was pretty bummed about this head-to-head.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's a great win. That much, 18K. I'm like very happy with
No, it's a nice score. Obviously, it hurts in the
score.
moment, though.
But
Yeah.
fuck, man, we want to win the whole thing.
Yeah. No, I hear you. He was. I mean, I would have almost rather had a harder heads-up opponent because at least you can kind of make sense of what they're doing, right? His is very all over the place, very erratic. So it makes it hard to play heads up against a guy like that. And unfortunately, he ran very well against you as well.
Yeah. So I mean, maybe some slight mistakes. Definitely overall happy how final table went because I think I went in like a middle stack or something. So
yeah, no, I think it was a very good ladder, and the aces hand was obviously huge. And if you're going to win a tournament, you need that. Obviously, you need that kind of swing. So that was nice.
Yeah. So not a bad result at all. Going into having these two to my left, definitely not fun.
Yeah. You got an awful redraw for the final table. The fact that you laddered to second is a pretty good accomplishment, I think. But obviously, you want to win. Just he's very tough to play against. I don't think you made any mistakes. I think your ace five hand there was fine. I would have called river as played as well.
All right.
But
that's all.
Yeah.
So a couple nice scores, both of us. Maybe doing this brings us luck or something. I guess we'll find out tomorrow. Very big day for both of us tomorrow, as far as stuff we have here in New Jersey.
Let's do it, man. I hope everybody enjoyed. Hopefully, we'll do the ACR win soon. That thing was long.
By the way, guys, Ross just got engaged, so congrats, Ross.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, that was a week ago here. She's. I think she went to the kitchen. She's hungry. I'm hungry too. Yeah. So thanks for watching, guys. It's really fun for us too. I think we enjoy it. I think as well as you. So I think it helps everybody out.
Yeah, for sure. Yes, I'm gonna post this on YouTube. Some point later today. Maybe give me a couple hours. I'll put it on YouTube so you can watch the replay. My YouTube channel is just Game of Edges, and then I have a last stream with me and Ross, and then I have one other video if you want to check it out. I reviewed one of my $10,000 buy-in main event, so if you want to check that out. But yeah, thanks.
I want to watch that. That's cool. All right, sounds good.
Thanks, Ross, for joining again. Hopefully, we can do this again, man. I mean, I definitely want to. Yeah. If we get the time, we'll review your ACR win because that was quite big. That was your biggest cash, right? I believe.
That's gonna be a super deep dive. That was like a 16-hour tournament.
How much you cash for again?
54,000.
54,000.
Yeah.
Nice. And Ross cashes it. Everyone hitting him up for ACR.
I think I have like 1/3 of that left, and I've only played like a handful of tournaments. So.
Yeah.
It happens.
Hey, hold. Tonight I'm just gonna relax. I'm probably just gonna one table the ring event tonight, and tomorrow I'll be playing a lot of tournaments.
A lot of tournaments. I think I have like 18 on the schedule. We'll see how it goes.
For tomorrow, you're not playing tonight, are you? Besides the ring event.
I'll probably just play the ring event just because I want to. I think everything else will have to wait till Sunday.
Yeah. Hey, we're getting there with points. I think both of us are within the top 50, right?
Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Let's make a run in that thing.
Should be good.
Yep.
But all right, guys. Thanks for everyone for joining, and me and I spoke to Ross before we started streaming. We both really enjoyed doing this. So as long as you guys enjoying it and we're all getting value from it, we'll keep doing it.
Yeah, they're fun for sure. I think it's helpful too because I find leaks. I hope you found at least one leak, right?
Yeah,
it's helpful for us to learn.
It keeps your mind sharp. It's nice. Me and you have very different playing styles, so it's nice to kind of talk about.
And then there's sometimes where I say a number and then you bet that exact number. So
yeah, other times
it's kind of interesting sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun to watch. All right, sounds good. We'll do it again soon.
All right, thanks everyone.
Have a good one.